Am I allowed to show feet on Twitch?
Yeah.
Oh, I am.
I personally don't because I don't want them to have ammo. I don't
Okay,
need
cool.
someone to have ammo down the line, you know?
Okay, gotcha. I'm hoping to get on Wiki Feet.
You know what's so funny? One of the viewers, Benedetto, I posted the picture of you, and literally his response was Wiki Feet. So
Nice.
you might get uploaded.
Nice. I am actually completely, and this does not go along with the fuck you theme. I'm
Right.
completely pro foot fetish. I don't quite have it.
Right.
I have I get it,
A twinkling, You're more of
but
an ankles man.
but I'm a supporter, and I think that people should enjoy my feet and anyone's feet they can see.
I fuck with it. It's of all the ones you could have. What a harmless one.
I mean,
you
it's
know,
fine. Who cares?
it helps people just like that. There's guys who just have a bunch of money or like,
Yeah.
I want your feet pics. And you're like, man,
Totally.
fine. Yeah.
You know what?
No
People
problem.
who kink shame, fuck you.
Can I tell you? Okay, this is so not related, but if I don't say it now, I'm gonna forget it. Can I show you a character I was working on today?
Of course.
This is I don't really have a name, but let's call it Gen Z preacher.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, he served, but he did not eat. He served, but he did not eat. He cooked, and he did not deliver, for he was the Son of the Lord.
I think that's really, really good.
And it's like, you know, there was another person that served and cooked and ate. Well, actually, he served and cooked and ate for a whole community.
Hell yeah.
He was serving and cooking fish and bread by the dozens for the poor people of Israel.
Yeah.
Well, it probably wasn't. Or of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
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 Is that funny?
I love it.
Do you have anything to add?
I think you know people like to throw in the word Riz.
Riz. There was another man with much riz in this life, so much riz that the Jews of Jerusalem would follow him wherever he went, except for one Jew with no riz, Judas Iscariot.
He was jealous of the Riz.
He was jealous of the riz, for Judas could not serve. He could not eat. Mama, he did not slay. He served no cunt at all. He is risen. That is good, Slurp Juicington.
Ooh, Slurp Juicington.
Mario Batali. I see that. I think
Who,
that's
me?
yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
He likes the big pants. But
Oh,
you're like if
okay.
Mario Batali like this is the world where he didn't do all that stuff. This is what he could have
He's
been.
a chef, right?
He's a chef, and he also was Me Too'd very hard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then
cool,
when he
cool.
was Me Too'd, famously his response was posting an apology and a recipe for cinnamon rolls.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody does it quite like
That's
old
awesome.
Mario, baby.
I would just like to say a really solid like fuck you to Mario Batali as
Yeah.
fuck you is the theme of today's show.
Fuck you, Mario Batali. Fuck you, Louis C.K. Fuck you, Judas Iscariot, for hitting the big man, Big
Absolutely,
J.
for
Fuck
taking
you.
out the dog.
You know, people don't talk about that Jesus would. He was saying "fuck you" to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Pontius Pilate, he was saying "fuck you."
Yeah.
The king, he was saying "fuck you." You know, when his parents were saying, "You got to be a carpenter, you can't be the son of God." Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah.
original rebellious teen.
That's so
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
I think I really could be a preacher.
Yeah, I think you could.
I'm loud enough.
You're so loud.
I'm so loud.
You're extremely
and that's
loud.
so much of it.
And when you
That's so much of it.
and when you get anxious, you get even louder.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. And I would get anxious with the feeling
Yeah.
of the Lord.
The Lord, yeah. was
Oh, man.
Electrifying.
And he was coming down. There was another man who wait, hold on. There was another man who went 40-0 in Fortnite because for a fortnight he was dead and a fortnight after he was risen.
Well, I mean, I guess part of the lore of Jesus is that he got knocked and then 3 days later he was
He was risen.
rezzed.
He was rezzed. God.
God rezzed him.
The Roman. You don't want to say the Jews knocked him. You want to say the Romans knocked him.
Yeah,
Be very
okay.
clear.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
The
I just said he
Romans
got
knocked him, and then 3 days later, God held on him until he was risen. Amen.
Amen.
Jesus Christ. Fuck you. Ben, how are you?
I'm good, man.
It's great to have you on the pod again.
I'm all right. I'm feeling chill, kind of a little low energy.
I feel the same way, man. I mean, we were talking before we got on. I'm 30 years old, two
yeah.
beers. I had to take a 2-hour nap today to get through
yeah.
that. I was not feeling good.
You know what? Fuck hangovers.
Fuck hangovers. Y'all, fuck hangovers. You can throw up your middle
Seriously.
finger. That's fine.
What's annoying is that alcohol is absolutely the best drug
Yes.
that there is. It's
Yes.
awesome. It's
Yes.
the only thing that makes me feel good.
Yes. It's the only one that works.
And unfortunately, it also turns you into like a maniac.
Yeah.
And like it just takes more than it gives.
it takes more than it gives, and it also, and that is to
So
me
fucked.
growing up is the switch of it didn't used to take more than it gives.
Yes, yeah. I see what you're
In
saying.
high school,
in
early
high school,
college,
20s,
it served, it slayed, it served
middle
cunt.
school, elementary school.
School, elementary school, but
Good.
and my thing with it is it's so funny that it's the one that is like the most socially acceptable when I would
Yeah.
say it has the most detrimental effects to your body.
Yeah.
I just drank like 2 hours ago and I'm already sober. You know that happens to me, B-Raz, and then I have a headache. It's really terrible. I drank 2 espresso martinis. That's what's fucking up.
Yeah.
That's what's fucking up. Tall boy.
2 espresso martinis is basically like a 4 Loko for like
For-
the thinking man's 4
Yeah,
Loko.
yeah. For guys that read Foucault. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
That's like the James Vanderbeek of drugs. That's what's up. Fuck you, hangovers. Ben, I'm going to Vegas this weekend.
What are you doing in Vegas?
Going to TwitchCon.
Like as a
Do you know that?
as a fan?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'd like to think of it as sort of like a work trip. But
Are you setting up like a zone?
I'm going to set up a meet and greet. Yeah. No,
Really?
I'm just kidding. No.
That would have been so sick.
That'd be kind of funny.
Absolutely.
Honestly, that's a funny video.
Just
If like a guy who just like it's not like a ton of people watch, but he's just doing his own meet and greet. Like he sets up a table.
yeah. You gonna hand out a lot of business cards?
Yeah. I'm gonna do that app. You know the app? Remember the thing with the app where you touch your phones and you send them your contact info? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of that.
Do you have the new phone? Isn't that the new phone? That does
Oh,
that?
damn, that is the new phone.
I
No.
love that.
I have the 10. You
'Cause
have
it's-
an old
it's
ass
kinda
phone.
similar to, like-
Ben's got a fucking home button, bro.
Stop.
Poor ass.
Don't
Fuck
show
you,
don't
Ben.
show them my phone. Don't let them see my phone.
More meat than greet.
Remember
That's what's up.
when people saw Kanye West's phone in a video and his password was just 0000?
I do
And you
remember
watched
that.
him put it in. Pretty funny. Pretty funny.
People hacked his phone, right?
I don't know.
My phone is unhackable.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
I've got crazy levels of security on it that I've been putting slowly over the years. I add more and more, like a fence around my castle. So at some point, I will not even be able to get into my phone.
Can I try?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't even know how to do this.
You don't even know how that phone works, man.
Okay, I gotta guess the number. Oh my
Yep.
god. It's 6 numbers, so it's not 69420, which
Could be.
said 696969.
Nope. Don't lock me out of my phone.
I just wanted to try 696969, and it is not that.
No, it's honestly pretty close to that.
Phil
though.
Z, there's 6 numbers, dude. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will not work.
Show it
I
to
don't
his
know.
face. That was. Here's what came
Oh,
into my
that's such a
mind.
good point.
A guy who's so obsessed with security that he
I'm in.
he puts on prosthetics to use Face ID.
Yeah.
So every time he wants to use his phone, he puts on like Groucho Marx glasses.
Ooh, I like that.
That's a good thing. I don't know what.
That's-
Maybe that could be a TV show. I don't.
What about just sunglasses with
Leslie,
weird
evening.
eyes?
Sex number. Sunglasses with real eyes. Welcome,
Oh,
Leslie.
you know what I want to say?
What's up, dude?
Today's my mother's 69th birthday.
Yo!
And
Shout
I'm
out
not
to
even
her.
kidding. I'm not even kidding.
She's a great lady, huh?
She's the best, honestly.
I know you're a fan of your mom.
She's a great mom.
You got a lot of love for mama.
I got a lot of love for the mom.
Yeah. If any mom is celebrating a birthday today, I hope you call in and we can talk to
Put
them.
it in the chat.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Put it in the chat. Fuck you to anyone whose birthday is not today.
Shout out, mom. Fuck you to anyone whose birthday. Fuck you to the all the haters out there that are saying that Gen Z can't love Jesus Christ because they can. I didn't go to Gen Z for Jesus. Was I telling you about this?
Wait, what do you?
There's an event that was called Gen Z for
Oh,
Jesus
oh,
that was in Glendale that I really wanted to go to, and I'm obsessed with it, but then I missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think you could work some like Pokemon stuff into your.
We need a Pokemon Go to take the Eucharist.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know,
that
maybe.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Your birthday was the 15th. Fuck you. Fuck you then.
That's my nephew's birthday.
That's
so
great, man. When's your
We're
birthday's
keeping it
pretty
real.
soon.
Yeah, we got a lot of October, November birthdays in the mix. A lot of Libra, Scorpios.
Libra Scorpios.
I'm a Scorpio. Can you tell
Are you?
by how dark I am?
When's your birthday?
November 4th.
It's soon.
It's
Got any
4th.
big birthday plans,
It's soon.
man?
I'm gonna be
40,
39.
39.
Nice try.
69, 39.
Yeah, my mom is 30 years older than me.
So she had you when she was 30.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
When
a great
she
age
just
to have a
turned 30.
kid.
She calls me her birthday present. So
That's awesome.
no
I don't
big deal. Be
I
good
don't
to your moms unless they're terrible.
Yeah, unless they did something fucked up
Then
to you and you hate them.
you don't owe them anything and get them out of your life.
Fuck you, moms that are bad, but love moms that
But
are
love
good.
moms that are good.
Ben, you like Las Vegas, right?
I love Vegas.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it's like you have to figure out what is the fun shit.
I agree. That's the secret of Vegas is people that think it's not fun don't understand that there's a fun part and a not fun
yeah.
part.
And go on.
And you have to go to the not fun part a couple times to realize it's not fun because they tell you it's the fun part, but they're wrong.
I would say so. My thing is one. There's great restaurants inside casinos.
Yes.
Find the cool restaurants.
You can eat great steaks. You can go to Nobu,
Go
Las
to
Vegas.
The old
Vegas.
casinos.
Yes,
are
Fremont
so
Street.
sick. And what I really like to do, or go to like one big crazy slot machine room in one of the giant casinos, just
Yes.
get really high.
Yes, and like really, and it's a great place if you have any. And I say this as the man that does like any tendencies to stim.
Yeah.
You can really stim out in Vegas.
Yeah, that's
you
the-
can literally go like
that's-
you can like it's like it's you can really overload yourself. Bro.
Absolutely.
You can really overload.
I was
yourself.
with Stav in Vegas and we both got really high and I was like, this is going to be real. Because I get anxious when I get high. So
Yeah,
I was like
same.
nervous about it. And I
Yeah.
went down to the casino floor and I was like, I'm in heaven.
Because you were like, actually, I can't. Because actually that totally makes sense. Because it's a place built on not focusing on yourself.
It's
about forgetting yourself
yeah.
completely.
It's like there's so much white noise. No one's looking at you.
And
No
you
one
and
is
you
paying
also don't
attention
want
to
to
you.
look at anyone else.
You don't wanna
The
look at
dealer
anyone
doesn't
else.
want to look at you. You don't want to look
You
at the
just
dealer.
don't feel invisible down
Yes,
there and
yeah.
being high. Like when you're high, you like focus in on a casino. or
Yes.
betting
You're
or
playing
slot machine.
the game. I can't wait to play that Game of Thrones slot machine, man. You just see scenes from the show.
Oh, dude,
they play that
shit is really fun. You can lose so much money in slot machines so fast.
I think I don't know if this is gonna. I love gambling. I do. I don't think it's gonna be a big gambling weekend for me.
Yeah. That's good.
Excuse
That's
me.
good.
Going tism.
That's good.
exactly. It really is. It's like it's. That's what I was getting at. You know, saying the thing that we're not saying. Mew is like God, and Mewtwo is like his fallen angel Satan.
Well,
Do you agree with that?
God and Mewtwo is like the fallen angel Satan. I'm sorry, I don't know enough about Pokemon. I don't know the difference between Mew and Mewtwo, but maybe someone
Seriously,
can
dude?
tell me. Are they evolutions of each other?
Let me put this in. Let me put this in terms. You're sort of like.
Like an old guy.
Your
like me
old
can understand?
millennial brain can understand. So what would
Okay,
the
yeah, my
equivalent-
elder millennial brain.
Yeah.
Go on.
Mew and Mewtwo are sort of like. Maybe like.
Nev Campbell and Jennifer Love Hewitt, or
Yeah, they're like Nev Campbell and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
okay, cool. Like
Mewtwo.
Dawson and Pacey, or
They're like Dawson and Pacey. They're like Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, okay, now
Does
I'm getting it.
now it makes sense.
Yeah,
They're
but
like
they're back. They were in the new. They were in the
Yo!
new movie, dude. That movie rocked. Actually.
I honestly, folks, if you haven't seen it, that Mewtwo movie is pretty. Mewtwo Strikes Back is pretty good. No, that
new Ninja
that
Turtles
Teenage
movie.
Mutant Ninja Turtle was a lot of fun.
Big shout out to the new Ninja Turtles movie. It was
Big
a
shout
small independent production.
Yeah.
Please support
Support
cinema.
local artists. Seriously, guys, the movies are back. I know you're worried about COVID. Don't be. They're doing a really good job in their cleaning, and it's actually fine.
Okay, cool.
Like a modified clone that can speak English. Yeah, like Bebop. Or maybe it's sort of like Krang and then the thing that Krang... Is that just Krang or is there a thing
No,
he's in?
Krang is the brain, and the thing that Krang is in may have a name, and I can't remember it, but it's cool looking.
Do
It's
you
like
know
a
that
bald
in
dude.
the new one, they're making a sequel to Mutant Mayhem? You know what the plot is?
What?
Krang goes woke.
Krang goes woke?
Yeah, he goes
oh,
woke.
fuck. And they have to come in
And they have
own
to
the
come in
libs?
and they have to say like a bunch of cool like New York lingo, and then they make him, and then he's not. Well, he's secretly not woke, but he's virtue signaling. And so and he's controlling the minds of the people because he's virtue signaling.
That's
But the
awesome.
turtles have to show it by going on, and he's sort of like on an Oprah style show called Krang.
Okay, cool.
And then everyone thinks he's woke, but really wait, hold on, I'm getting there. But really he's just selling like a supplement.
Okay.
Does
cool.
that make sense?
Yeah, so did you just come up with that? Where'd you get that from?
It's the plot of the new movie.
How
man.
do you know the plot of the next movie? You
Bro,
sign an NDA or what?
I mean, I I'm kind of an industry insider. I mean, I'm in the industry.
Okay,
You're in the
alright.
industry as well.
That's
I'm surprised
so
you don't
true.
know this.
That's so
The
true.
script is going around, by the way. Finally, an anti-woke Turtles movies. That's what I'm talking about.
Dude, the dude that Krang is in does look like a guy who listened to Insane Clown Posse. Does look
Yeah.
like a, what do you call him?
Juggalo.
A
Juggalo.
That would be awesome if they put him inside a Juggalo
Wow.
instead.
You know what they're putting him in?
Huh.
No, the end of Craig going woke and then the body that they would put Craig in is not a funny joke to say out loud. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever it ends up as, it's not funny.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
just,
cool to be a brain with arms, though.
That's
and
what's
a
up.
face.
Is
That's
he a
what's up.
brain? Turtles is a
Yes.
thing I don't know a ton about.
Well, what do you want to know?
I'm doing the world's smallest violin for Krang because that guy stinks.
I saw this TikTok that was a clip from a podcast of these guys. You know that it's like these white guys on a podcast that are talking and they just act like what they're saying is like insanely deep.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, dude, I just realized something. Like, Splinter gave them each a weapon to teach them the lesson that they need to learn. Raphael is the most violent. And so they give him what? Size, which are a defensive weapon. And then the other dude's going like, oh my God, dude. And then he's like, and Michelangelo's the most ADHD, and they give him the nunchucks, which take the most focus. And the guy's like, oh, that's insane. And I thought that was pretty funny.
Can I hear the other two? Do you remember them?
Donatello's
Yes,
the one
please.
that's all about technology, and they give him a stick.
Yep.
And then Leonardo is the one that is the best leader, and they give him the most deadly weapon because he can control it.
True.
See, and then you got to act kind of like what I'm saying.
Damn.
It's fucking insane.
And Splinter is a rat because and I can say this because he's Jewish coded, so he
Whoa.
like lives in the underbelly.
No comment. Nice
No
try.
comment. Hold on, I'm gonna fix the fucking.
I think Splinter is low key sexy.
I think Jackie Chan did a great job.
Oh, absolutely. I kind of like how they shook up the character of Splinter and made him kind of like a dorky dad.
Exactly, bro.
Kind of sick, dude. Something we can all relate to, you know? Something for the youth.
It wasn't too woke. You know what I
And thank God it wasn't too woke.
They smoke cigarettes in the old live action one. Really? They do? They smoke cigarettes? Dude, I was obsessed with it. You know what's funny? Because of my age, my main thing is I watch those live action ones.
The live action ones hit us so hard.
You
I
liked
was,
them.
I was a kid when they came out. So
Right.
They destroyed me. Like, they hit me so fucking hard.
You were just like, yes.
And
yes,
they were the
Turtles
first
are
like
real.
kids movie. They were weirdly dark. Like they said
Yes.
damn. We used to count how many swears were in the movie and how many times they said damn. And they were just like, you know, they just felt kind of like adult movies and made you feel fucking cool. But I used to have Ninja Turtles 2 memorized, but and I thought it was so awesome. And then I went back to rewatch it, and it's fucking terrible.
Really?
Yeah. So fuck you.
Fuck you. I really like. Now this is where my shit comes in. Is I the way I liked it is it was on. They did a crossover with Power Rangers in space,
Yeah.
where the turtles were there. You
Whoa.
probably missed that.
No, I know. I saw the first. So when Power Rangers was about to come out, I was in second grade, the first season,
Yeah.
and everybody in the class was like, "This show is going to be so fucking sick!
Yeah,
we
yeah.
cannot wait." And then it came out, and it blew our minds. And we came in the next day, and we were all being like, "This show is fucking incredible!"
Yeah.
And we were right.
And then what?
Well, now they keep kind of bringing back the first season guys.
Yeah. And
a
one
lot.
of them died.
Oh yeah,
The Green Ranger died,
what's
Jason
his
David
name?
Frank.
Jason David Frank.
I love following them on. I follow all of them on Instagram because
That's
I like to
awesome.
see what they're up to.
But I think it's interesting. There's been like 30 casts, right? I mean, it has
yeah,
to have
I mean
been.
they still adapt the show from the Japanese
Every
one.
single season is a different
Yes,
cast
a different Japanese show that they're adapting.
kind of wild.
It's pretty crazy. My grandpa knew the guy Haim Saban, who was the guy
Yeah.
who
The toys guy. Too.
yeah, it's like Power Rangers. They made an insane. He made like the deal that they cut with the Japanese studios was so insanely fucked up because the Japanese studios were like, all right, whatever, yeah, sure, and gave it to him for pennies, and then it was such a smash hit that he made like so much money on Power
Dude,
Rangers.
I need to get into some of that Power Rangers money.
Thank you for the follow, Ham
Also-
Sandoval.
We
I love what?
Hammy's in the chat. What's up, Hammy? What was I going to say? What were we talking about? Got distracted.
He made even more money with the Sybian. I know that's not what you said, but that's that's funny. Haim Sybian.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was his true passion.
Yep. You ever used a Sybian?
Me personally.
Or it's more for you got to have a vagina.
Yeah, I think it's like
they got a Sybian you for guys.
Probably. I mean,
Bruh.
you could sit on it if you wanted to.
Needing to get into the Power Rangers universe.
We thought so. We also kind of thought Power Rangers was lame because we were really into Voltron.
Right.
And
Also,
Voltron
Power
was
Rangers
so
did
better,
skew-
so much
like,
better.
I was 4 when it came out, and I was like so into it because it was like I was the perfect age, you know,
Yeah.
because it was very like kids.
It's
you
a
know?
very dumb show.
Power Rangers is good. I have a dream if I could make one television show. Like if they were like, here's the keys, you can make it. I'd want to do Power Rangers, like actually do it and like treat it right and treat it seriously and like actually do something fun with it because they haven't done it, folks. They haven't done it. They haven't done it. They haven't done Power Rangers. Folks, the theme tonight is fuck you. So the phone lines are open. If you have anything that you'd like to get off your chest, fuck you, fuck you. This is sort of the day to be crude. Usually this is a pretty Christian show. I don't like being crude.
Luke gets off on humiliation and being put down and stuff.
But
so you can call him and say fuck you to him as much as
you can't
want.
say that. Or you're gonna get hung up on. Excuse me, you're going to get hung up on. But you can say it about anyone else. You can say it about Ben, of course. He's the guest. You can be mean to him. You can't be mean to me, though, because it's my show. This is the one place where nobody can be mean to me.
Okay, cool.
It's my one safe place, which is something Krang's going to be talking about a lot in the new movie.
A lot about that.
Krang.
What do you guys think of my feet?
What would the Ninja Turtles look like if it was too woke? It was too woke.
I don't even want to...
All right. I mean, let's get into it. I think, first of all, they don't have weapons at all. They have pamphlets on how to de-escalate violence. That's what they're handing out, right?
Yeah.
So they're not fighting, right? They're not fighting. They're virtues, and Krang is virtue signaling.
Okay.
And when the way they fight him is they show that he's toxic.
Okay.
And they call him, and they actually no, they don't call him out. They call him in.
I like that.
And then he goes back to his planet and he teaches them about how to treat others right.
So they do restorative justice on him?
They do restorative justice to Krang.
That's sick.
They do restorative justice.
And do we see him go to workshops or anything like that, or?
It's in the post credits.
Cool.
And you see you see him, and he like doesn't get it right at first, but then by the end of the post credits, it's like its own little story, and you see him. Yeah, Philzy, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub.
Philzy, why do you think I need orthotics?
You got some
my feet are
stanky. Ooh, because they stink.
I don't think orthotics is for stench.
Game Quoter, I've heard that Kamen Rider Black Sun is good. I watched the guy who made Evangelion just made a Kamen Rider movie. It was all right.
We're veering into territory I know literally nothing about.
All right, we'll step off it then because it's all about the guest experience.
Yes,
folks.
I do. I have extremely flat feet. Yes.
Really, I've got pretty arched feet.
I have no arch. I have a completely flat foot, and it's extremely wide.
And Bill Moore, to your point, you can show feet if you're the guest, but I will not be showing feet on the stream. One time I came in and I was wearing shorts, and someone commented on it. I was like, I don't like that. I changed the pants. I don't want it. I don't want them looking at me.
I hear you. You
And
don't
not
want them
in a
looking
sexual
at you.
way. I just don't want it. It's like I feel like they're gonna Photoshop maybe my Johnsons hanging out of my fucking craw. And then they're gonna cancel me.
Okay, should we blur you or something?
I should be blurred.
Hell yeah.
I should be blurred and
And your voice changed?
my voice should be changed, and they should when I swear they should bleep me out.
I agree.
I wish this was like live television, man. I think I'm in a mental state right now where I could start crying.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm really having a rough time recently. And there's just like, and it's not about what's going on in the world because I really don't care. But just like personally, I'm really having such a fucked up time.
I hear you.
And Katie's mean to me, and my parents are mean to me, and I'm grounded.
Let it out.
You can be grounded and be 30 years old, but you can't. I don't know. Maybe I could get there. I don't know.
Let me see if I can.
I got a couple tears.
My my family was mean to me, and when I was walking over here, someone called me a name. And-
Really?
Yeah, and I had to walk through a big scary parking lot. No, I can't. My life is too happy.
I know.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. You get on
And there's-
SSRIs and you can't cry on command. Dude, when I was unmedicated, yeah, every day was me forcing myself to cry. Every single moment, and it wasn't forced, it was just happening.
Wow. I do miss the times when there was like a good year that I went through where I literally just cried every day, and I was like, I don't know why I'm crying. I was just crying.
That's kind
constantly.
of nice.
Yeah, it was low key goated.
It was goated with the sauce. Did someone actually call you a name on the way over
No,
here?
no.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to just kind of make it happen, you know.
And they called you Benjamin O'Brien.
Yeah, they called
said-
me my name because I'm
I was
famous.
your
And
friend.
uh,
That's kind of funny.
call in. If you're at home right now watching, try to make yourself cry, and if you can get there, call in.
Call in, and if you're crying, we're giving the first person that can call in and believably cry. We're giving them a free. We're giving them a free $5 Amazon gift card. Yeah. Okay. So if you can call, that's the plan. That's the contest tonight. If you can call in, and I believe that you're actually crying, I will give. All right, I'll say it. I will give you a $5 Amazon gift card.
That's
I'll say it
incredible,
right now.
dude.
I will actually do it. I'll send you $5, maybe on Venmo.
That's amazing.
But I have to believe it. Does the gift card have to be sent on tissues? No, you can spend on whatever you want. You could buy pens. You could rent. Like a movie. Maybe you could rent Marley and Me, or you've never seen Citizen Kane. You could rent it, but you gotta cry.
But one of those two movies, Marley and Me or
Well, let's see it, Behemoth. If you could call in and you're crying. No, well, okay, and I want to be very clear. I don't want to hear a traumatic memory.
What?
This is not, I don't want you to call in and say, I remember the worst thing that's ever happened. I want to hear your tears. I don't want to know the context, and then I want you to hang up.
Okay. All right, I'm going to try again.
Did you try again? And that goes for you.
Before the show, Luke kept saying slurs. And Joe Biden is like, I don't know.
No, yeah. You're not getting the $5, man.
Do you think people believe me about what I said about you?
That I said a slur? No, everybody knows I'm much like Krang, very woke. Well, I'd have to talk about it. Then don't, Behemoth. I don't want to hear that stuff. I just want to hear your tears. This is not an exercise in you reliving trauma. This is an exercise. This is an exercise in acting. So sure, do what you need to do to get there. But when you call in, I want you to be talking about just like your day, but you're crying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like this. This is
good.
An interesting challenge.
This is a good contest. And again, if I start hearing something fucked up about your childhood, I'm going to hang up. I'm saying that now so you can't get me into a whole fucking thing.
we got
Because
one.
you're going to get me into a thing, and then I'm going to be like, oh, I can't hang up. So I'm saying it now. If you start talking about something really messed up, I'm hanging up on you. All right,
we
let's
got
do
a caller.
this.
Let's go.
Let's do
fucking
this.
Go. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Wait. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hello, this is Ivan Eggfork.
Egg fork. What's up, dude?
Yeah. What's up?
You don't sound like you're crying.
So, I'm crying right now.
All right, you're not getting the $5,
It's
but what's up, Egg
It's a
fork?
hard day. It's a hard day today.
Yeah, this is actually good because this is sort of an example of how badly it can go.
Yeah.
If you're gonna call in, if you're gonna try and convince me you're crying, don't start laughing the second you start doing it because that's not gonna.
I laugh when I'm nervous. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel you. Well, you should be crying when you're nervous.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna win the money.
You know people who.
Well,
like,
I am on SSRIs, so I mean I can't cry on command.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Some people laugh when really fucked up things happen, or they
That's
smile
true.
like when someone's really mad at them. They start like smiling. Those are kind of the creepiest people of all time.
Yeah.
Are you one of those people, like Fork?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of smile when like bad things happen. I start laughing. Like in chaos, I start laughing and I'm smiling.
So you're saying you're you're Joker-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Joker-esque.
You're
yeah.
Joker-esque.
Okay.
The Joker doesn't cry, but if he cried, you know. I mean, if you saw the Joker crying, you would know
I kind of,
that would be like hell.
I don't know. I kind of think that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker cries, which is why I hate Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. He's too much
yeah.
of a wuss.
Jared Leto Joker does not cry.
Definitely not.
No, because he's too BA. Badass is what that means. Do you guys think that I should start carrying around the card that says I have the laughing disease like Joaquin Phoenix from the Joker? Giving it out to people?
I love how they made that. They had to make it like
Like a
canon or something.
Yeah.
I have a laughing disorder.
Yeah. So, Ed Fork, you don't have a single tear for us.
I mean, you said no traumatic experiences, so I can't really.
All right, you could think of it. No. Let me be clear. Whatever you need to do to get there, I just don't want to hear about it because that's not the job.
Okay.
The job of the actor, which you are now. This is a paid acting role. If you get it, Egg Fork, this is what this is. It's a paid acting role.
Okay.
Is that if you can cry on command, you will get paid $5, the minimum union wage. Thank you, the AWTP. We finally got this in the contract. If you can cry on command, you will get a $5 gift card from Amazon. But I don't need you. It's like a magician. You don't want to see the magician. If you tell me the traumatic memory, it's like the magician revealing how he does the card trick. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, like once the magician reveals the trick, it's over, and
Right.
there's no going back.
Unless it's Penn and Teller, because then they always have a second trick that's even crazier.
Unless it's David Blaine or like
Yes.
Chris Angel or something.
Yes.
Blaine,
But we're talking more like classic, more like Houdini kind of stuff. So I want you to Egg Fork. You're
Yeah,
kind of like
Houdini guy.
you're the Houdini of crying.
Yeah.
All right, what do you
Yeah,
got?
I can't do it right now.
You can't do it. Okay. Well, that's okay.
That's all good. We got a Baltimore number in the
We got a Baltimore. All right, Egg Fork, thank you for calling in. We're going to move to the next person, see if they can win the
Am I allowed to
contest.
say it's a Baltimore number on the air?
I don't know. Bye. He hung up.
That's fine. Love you, Egg Fork.
Love you, Egg Fork. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hey, Lucas, Jason.
Jason.
Hey.
Jason, and you know my rule. You'd heard my rule. I don't want to hear
I know.
about the memory. I just
No,
want
I-
those tears, okay?
Yeah. So just to be clear, no actual talking about the traumatic memory. Also, I just want to make sure I am not scabbing
No.
for SAG by doing this. if
You
I ever-
aren't
okay.
scabbing. No. Well, I guess it's.
No, I don't think so.
Unfortunately, I think you are. So that is the one thing about this contest is that you are going to be technically considered a scab.
And we will report you. but
And we
you
will
get
report you,
$5.
but you will get $5. So you have to decide, do you think there's enough acting work coming down the pipeline for you, Jason, is this going to be worth it? Or do you think should you save up and wait for that next role on Degrassi, The Next Generation? Or should you cash in now with the memory, cry for us, and make the $5?
Well, it's not really about me. I mean, I'm never going to be an actor. I'm never going to join SAG.
So that's
You know,
fine. So
it's
you're
about-
in the
it's about the
perfect.
cause.
You're in the perfect.
Well, it's about the cause. I don't want to be working when other people cannot work. But,
That's true. That's a good
Listen,
point.
that's fine, and I respect that, Jason. But if you're not going to respect my time and try and cry on command for $5 on Amazon, we'll move on. So you just tell me what you want to do right now.
I just don't want to accidentally do union busting.
You're not. Is scabbing? Yeah, okay, that is. Well, all right, fine. Fine, Jason. All right, well, then we're moving on.
Jason,
okay?
wait, Jason, you have a 443 number. I also have a 443 number, so
That's
hell
what's
yeah,
up.
dude.
Jason's a Maryland guy. I know that about him.
yeah,
Not to
man.
dox you, Jason. But that's not what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about crying. Jason, we're moving to the next caller. Goodbye.
Shout out Baltimore.
Okay.
We need a crier on.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Guys, why aren't you at my party? It's a crying themed party. We're all gonna cry together in a circle.
I like this.
I'm trying my best.
I don't think this is real.
Why do you want me to cry? I'm crying because you're not here to cry with me.
You know how I know it's not real? There's
Go
no
on.
snot. There's no tears.
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
going, "Ah!" You're just putting on
Oh
an
my
affectation.
god.
You're
Yeah,
not. You said you're
Oh my
whining. You're not
God.
crying.
You know what this reminds me of? My sister is a detective, at a police
I'm
department.
Now
like,
you're blowing your
okay, my
nose
golden
to
Globe
try and make up for what I said, but it's not working.
My God, if you were here right now, you'd see that there's like snot flick all over my phone right now. Like this phone is gonna be shorted out in 5 minutes.
All right.
It's
Well,
not
if you,
inside of it.
folks, if you could prove to me, if you send me a picture of your phone covered in snot, I will send you $5. All right. Well, you're not crying
How do
now.
I take a
Are you
picture
crying
of
right
my
now?
own phone? How do I take a picture of my own phone with my own phone?
No. What do you think,
I'm
Ben?
trying
Yes
to
or
take a
no?
picture of my phone screen with my phone.
No. I think it's when you're crying, it's like there's
Yeah.
a little bit like more like you kind of can't control yourself.
I want.
Not even. What?
Yeah. You're done. All right. Next person. Bye. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hey,
Hey.
so I went to get a coffee,
That's pretty good.
and I got the coffee,
That's
and
pretty
it
good.
was too much sugar in it. I didn't know what to do.
That kind of sounds like Trump.
I'm into this. I'm
I'm
into
just scared. There's too much sugar in it. I can't
All right,
drink
all
it.
right, all right. Okay, you're
tried to
close.
return it.
Now I want to hear Trump
can't.
is crying. I want to hear Trump is crying about what's going on. Give me Trump.
What?
Give me Trump.
My mom doesn't love me. What?
Trump. Do Trump.
that was
crying.
that was a little Heath Ledger Joker in there a little.
Hey, you think you could show me how to cry? I can't cry because I'm too smart to cry. I can't find anywhere to cry. I'm gonna hide in a closet and then wipe my tears.
I'm obsessed with bad impressions.
Unused man's panties.
It is an impression of something. It's not Trump, but it is a guy.
I don't know how to do it. Well, you can't call me out like that.
I'm sorry. Listen,
me to
I'm saying, but
cry.
here's what I'm telling you. I like that
damn it.
impression. It's just not Trump. I don't know what it is. It's not Nixon. Do you know what it
Yeah,
is?
neither do
You're
I.
doing someone. We're gonna figure out. You have an impression there.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure exactly who it is. Keep doing it.
Well, I'm just hiding in somebody's closet.
It's like Seth Rogen.
Panties.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mint jealous.
I think you've got a Seth Rogen impression, caller. So now let's see Seth Rogen crying that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem wasn't the box office smash that him and Evan Gold thought
Was
it
it
would be.
not, or was it?
I wanted to be the pig, and there was nothing successful about this at all.
This is
And
extremely
I
good.
just couldn't stand it anymore. And that 40-year-old virgin was really good, though. It was really
good.
This is really fucking
successful,
good.
and I couldn't,
is really
I
fucking
couldn't
good.
relive that moment.
That's great.
I'm having a great
Okay, all right, caller.
I can only do pig
Yes.
impressions.
You can only do what?
Pig impressions.
You can only do
I'm
pig and
Seth Rogen. I can only do pig characters.
Can you
do
Look at
Babe?
me.
you do Babe?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, look at me. I'm like a little pig. I like to walk around.
It's like Babe if you got.
Oh no, I'm
heavy.
dead.
Oh,
Turned to
shit.
bacon.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
That's the babe impression.
This is really extremely good. I don't,
Yeah, caller. So
well, my first.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, please go ahead. Please, after you, please.
My first crying impression was a coffee properly served, but I was disappointed by how good it was.
Right.
Okay.
Because I'm
right,
never going
right.
to have that same coffee again.
And I think what you've hit
know what
on
I mean?
here is
Like,
you were
just
doing a
those-
crying impression where I want real tears. I don't want an impression of crying. I want real crying.
Yeah, that's the SAG
Damn
workaround.
it.
So, but caller,
Son of
for
a
your
bitch.
for your trouble, because I really like this impression. If you DM me your Venmo Discord, I will send you $1 American, and that is a promise.
That's
okay. So find me on
How about
Discord.
just like a big smooch? Just like, can you just blow me a kiss or something?
I'll blow
I
you a
don't want
kiss.
money. I just want like a kiss.
You want me
Blow
to
me
blow
a
the
kiss.
kiss?
I like Ben.
You know?
Can you think Ben
Nah,
could blow you the
anybody.
kiss?
Mwah. Yeah.
Mwah.
Anyone can blow me a kiss,
I
please.
don't think
That's a
I
kiss
do
for
that.
caller. But I'm serious. If you want that dollar,
That's
minus
that's $1 for me.
the fee Venmo's going to take out might be more like 90 cents, and then there's my fee too as your agent, so it's going to be probably more like 70 cents. But I will send you that 70 cents if you send me your Venmo, okay?
All right, next time I'll come back with some real ass tears.
Yeah. Then you're going to get $5 minus my fee, more like $4. All right, take care, caller.
I like this impressions kind of thing we got into there. And
This is good.
the
So-
kind of calling impressions. It looks like Jason's back on.
And we'll get to that in a second. And here's what I'll say.
Go on.
So now what we've hit on, right? Crying is $5. But if you give me a good enough impression, give us a good enough impression, you could be making 70, maybe 80 cents.
That's amazing. It was
So-
$1 a second ago, but we've dropped.
well, no,
the rate.
because I'm the hold on.
Okay.
It was, but when so imagine now you guys aren't in the industry, but me and Ben are, of course. When you book a commercial,
Of course.
Right.
How many times?
okay, so you book a commercial. Let's say
Yeah.
you're doing a McDonald's national ad, you're making
Okay.
$10,000.
I hear you, yeah.
Well, it's not quite $10,000 because first the agent's got to take the fee.
Yep.
That's 10%. Then the manager's got to take the fee. That's
That's
10%. Then the loyalty
yeah,
comes got to take
that's
the fee.
5%.
That's another 5%. So actually,
And
that
then
$10,000. Yep.
The government.
Then the
takes-
government takes it. That's another couple grand. So that $10,000 just became $5,000
$5,000.
overnight. And you're wondering why we're striking. And you're wondering why we're striking. Well, that's actually interesting. You're wondering why we're striking, and that's actually interesting. So, when you do this and you cry, and you say, Luke, and you send me your Venmo, and you say, Luke, that wasn't $5. That was a different amount of money that we'll figure out after we take out all that stuff. Probably more like
You're
$230.
taking it out.
I'm the agent.
The agent, the manager,
I'm
and the
agent,
lawyer.
I'm the manager. I'm also the accountant. I'm the bank too.
Okay, cool.
So, and you're going to say, Luke, and then you're going to learn something, aren't you? You're going to learn something. Man, if
Okay.
I would.
I'm
emceeing a meeting. You think you could cry about Hollow Knight? Hollow Knight's a beautiful, beautiful game. You ever play Hollow Knight?
No.
It's a beautiful game. All right, we'll get to this
Why
next
would
call.
you cry about it? I'm
before
sorry,
we
I'm
get on this.
yawning.
So if you cry and then you get to see that money take out, then you'll realize what us actors are fighting
Yes.
for. And we're actors, by the way.
And we're
I'm
actors
a voice
and we're
actor.
fighting for it, and we're both union because we get so much work, and we've done
Yep.
so much great work in this.
We've done
city,
great work
and
in
our
this
work
city.
has been celebrated.
Folks, you've heard me on a commercial for Google Glass that was an internal video 4 years ago. You've heard me on the SRS Acquium voice. These are these are my great roles.
Yeah.
Okay, these are my great roles.
I was on a bunch of Adult Swim stuff at 4 a.m. about 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
And I
I've
think
been sad.
I think most of it's wiped from the internet.
Everything's been
Some-
wiped from the internet.
Did they take it off HBO? There was a time where like Fan Fiction Showdown was on HBO Max. Do you know that?
Yes. I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I know that. But
In Truth Point.
a couple of our videos might still be on Max, but
That's
who
what's
knows?
up.
Who knows? Who
Guys, so if you're calling in, know that you're talking to a guy who has videos on Max.
knows? I
so
have
we
videos on Max that
we're
I
not
made
gonna
10
fuck
years
around.
ago.
All right.
You know
Here's
what I've done since then?
had a lot of fun. All right, let's.
Nothing.
Hey, all right, hold on. Hello, caller. Hello, caller.
Hey, I think I figured out a workaround.
Okay.
Hey.
What do you got?
My terms are if I do it, and I will, nobody gets the money. So I will if I cry and you find it acceptable, my reward is that nobody gets the $5.
Okay.
So you're kind of giving so it's like you're winning the contest.
You're donating it back.
You don't. So
But I'm
you're
denying
giving
the
it to
crime.
me. If that's the case, you're not.
Yes.
No one's.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
getting it. So someone is getting it.
Yes. And because the human capacity for self-deception, even though I trust you to be fair, is endless, I think that Ben should have the last say since you have a kind of a vested interest in not losing $5.
Well, okay.
That's fair. That's fair. So he's saying Jason's saying you have to be the final arbiter because I have a vested interest in not letting this charade go on longer or in letting it go on longer. Okay.
I'm just thinking kind of like, okay, we give you the $5.
Well, he doesn't
give
want
it back.
Right.
though.
I'm
That's
still,
kinda what's
and Jason,
happening.
I want to be clear. I'm still Venmoing you the $5. You can Venmo it back to me. That's fine. But you're still
But
getting
what
that
I'm
$5.
saying is, if you do it that way and we Venmo him $5,
right.
that's kind of like a loan for a moment, and then when he's kind of paying back the loan,
Right.
there should kind of be some
Well,
interest.
no, I mean that's what's interesting because I'm only going to be Venmoing him like $275.
Okay.
But I paid him $5. Like it's not my problem that. So you would still owe me $5
That's true,
back.
that's
So
true, that's a
Jason,
really good point.
if you win, I'm going to send you $275, and then you have to send me $5.
And I
Okay.
think that's the workaround.
Does that make sense?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
Let's hear it then.
All right, so just to be clear, terms are I do not talk about the traumatic thing. You just want me to talk about my day and actually cry while I'm doing it.
You can talk about whatever you want as long as it's nothing it's nothing that's going to make me go ugh. You know what I mean? It's just Jason, like I don't. You can think about whatever you want. I just don't want to go ugh. Like I want it. This is a family show. I mean, you know it. You call in. You know this is a family show. So nothing that would make you go.
No.
"Ugh."
I got the bio. I'm not
You
going
got
to
it, you
talk
got
about.
it.
I'm not
All
going to talk to any of the shit I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any of that. This isn't, we're not doing fucking Love Line here. This is a satirist
should do Love
podcast.
Line.
All right, hit it.
So I was going to run. I was going to run errands today. I went down to the Broad and Tasker, CVS. I just had to go pick up. Medications for a friend of mine.
You're losing it. You're losing it.
Bring it back home. Bring it home, Jason. You're almost there.
There we go.
There it is.
Here we go.
Yep.
I don't want
Oh, he's hitting numbers on his phone. That's really good. That's really good.
This is really
good.
good.
It's starting to make me feel
I'm starting
uncomfortable.
to feel bad I did this. And that's why I knew we couldn't have the content be like that, because I knew I would start feeling.
Okay, and scene.
All right, and seeing Jason, you booked it. Jason, you booked it.
Cool.
You booked it. Okay, so send me your Venmo.
Thank you.
I'll Venmo you $270. You Venmo me $5. All right?
Okay, we'll do.
All right. Take care. I mean, wow.
That was incredible.
That was
actually.
really. I wanted, and I'll tell you what, Jason. I got you off the line because I wanted to give you a little time to. You know what I mean? I don't want to give him a little time to. Because that was fucking.
I
good.
am an empath, and I do feel it all.
I felt
everything.
you. I felt it.
I felt
I really
it.
did. I'm also
Felt
an empath, by the way.
I'm also an empath.
I'm also an empath. You're an empath as well.
I'm also an empath.
That's why we're friends. But sometimes it's too much. You know.
No, I agree.
I'm feeling you. You're
Yeah,
feeling me. We're
and I
bouncing
feel
it
all of
back.
your trauma
And
and-
our traumas are getting so big. We're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
magnets. Listen. You couldn't for 10 years, and this is
God,
the
Behemoth.
healing power of the show. People say, "Why do you come? Why do you come on Chat Average? Why do you want to call in?" Because miraculous things happen here. A lot of miraculous things happened for another guy a couple thousand years ago too, who had a lot of followers online.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
online. he
Cobby
was-
Lame.
Huh?
Cobby Lame.
Cobby Lame, yeah. Cobby Lame is kind of.
Jesus was kind of the Cobby Lame of his time.
Yes. He was looking at the Romans, and he was looking at all the people like the tax collectors taking too much money and going like, and people were like, "Yes, Mama Slay.
Yes.
Yes, Mama Slay."
Because it is like the the universal language.
I really felt that, man.
It's the shrug.
Did you feel it from him, from Jason?
I genuinely. made me
I genuinely felt your
It made me
tears.
feel uncomfortable.
It
for
really
sure.
did, and it made me go. The inkling I had at the beginning of this, which is that if we actually got there, it wouldn't actually be that fun. It would just be hard to listen to. Came true.
Yeah.
And that's how I know you cried.
There's almost
That's how I know.
nothing. There's almost honestly nothing that's not a bad idea.
Totally.
You know,
If you're trying to force people to do something.
especially if it sounds good on paper, or seems kind of like a
Yes.
funny thing to do. Like
Yes,
it's almost
right.
always not.
It always gets into.
It's not a good idea.
Like I come up with a lot of themes for this show. Cricket, our friend,
Yeah.
was on, and it was things that scare you. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, obviously that's going to childhood trauma immediately.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, immediately.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love it. The vibe's off now. Okay,
know, I
thank
know.
you so much, Jason. Let's take another call. And the contest is over. Yes, by Jason's rules.
Well, let's see who's on, and
All right,
maybe
let's
they're
see,
already
let's see.
crying, and then if they want to do one,
They
more,
have to
we
split
can.
it with Jason, and so it becomes a pot thing. with
Hello,
the water.
are you
Hello,
crying?
Are you crying?
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Contest over.
All right,
What's
what's
up?
up?
Hello?
Hello.
I just want to say I think I deserve $5 because I have currently a single dollar in my bank account.
So now this is just
Okay, so
we're
I'm going to
just
hang up
asking-
on you because what did I say? I don't want to hear sad shit.
Whoa.
What did I say? You heard me say it.
Yeah, but then you
so you
kinda-
could call back, and if you could tell me a good story, if you could say, actually, I have so much money, I need $5, that's fine. I have $1 in my bank account, honey. That's sad. I don't want to hear about that.
Luke, I feel like you did something worse than what they said. Do you know what I mean?
That I hung up on them.
That you hung up on them and kind of started yelling and looking at me. Like I feel kind of
like you. Well, I was kind of
traumatized.
looking to you back me up because I was taking a big swing. With
And
that
no,
one.
I was
and you
kinda-
weren't backing me up. There was
'Cause I'm an
nothing on
empath,
your face.
and I was like,
there was nothing
I was
on your
feeling
face.
their pain of the $1. And
I
was
know, I
feeling
know.
Your kind of psychotic kind of reaction to it, and then I got a little bit.
I took a big swing on that
I
one.
got
didn't
hit
I?
in the crossfire.
All right, you know what I think we learned tonight? We did learn
That
something.
you
That
can't
if
be
you
trusted.
get, I can't be trusted, and if you get someone on the air that you really believe is crying, it did change
sucks.
the energy here.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
no
yeah.
question
I feel
about
honestly though, I feel kind of electrified by it.
it. I do too. I do. Sometimes you have to take big swings in this industry. Talk to that to the thing.
Okay, I would like to know. This is kind of a good thing. Everyone watched the end of The Lion King and Colin. Like, what movie? The first movie I remember, the first movie I ever cried at was My Girl.
Talking
When
about
Macaulay Culkin. I don't want
I've
to
never
give
seen
it
that
away, but
movie.
it has been out for 40 years. Macaulay Culkin dies. He gets stung by bees,
No.
and it's her best friend. Macaulay Culkin was a fucking.
I'm trying to think.
God back
Animal
then.
movies. Something about me. Animals can make me cry way more than. All right. We got
All right,
this
let's
call
get
coming
him
back.
back.
All right, we
Let's-
got it back. We'll try again. We'll try again. Hello, caller. Welcome back.
Hey.
How are you?
Sorry for telling you that I have a dollar.
No, you. And
No,
so
it's okay.
It's okay.
I support you, and Luke,
Okay.
but Luke does not. But
I'm taking really big swings tonight with the format of the show, and you know what, caller, I'm gonna call myself in right now.
We're
I'm
calling
gonna
Luke
call.
in.
I'm calling myself in.
Oh.
We're calling Luke in, and we're saying, I took a big swing and I missed, and I apologize, and I apologize to this audience. And I will be sending a recipe for my famous cinnamon rolls in the Discord, along with my written apology tomorrow. Okay?
Wow. I love cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cinnamon rolls.
Thank you.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
So-
it is the same as Mario Battelli's cinnamon rolls. So that is the tough thing because
Yeah.
it's a really good recipe. Unfortunately, so if you're okay with that, but caller, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Do I have to say something good now? Was that the rule?
I've kind of lost the plot of what we're doing, so you can really just say whatever you
Luke
want.
kind of
Me
keeps
too.
changing everything up. He doesn't have great boundaries.
I don't,
He's a
no.
little bit ADHD. and
Yes.
Can't remember what he just said. or-
Can't. No, Ben's
Was
totally
it-
So,
was
right.
it-
what do you want to
Because
talk
I-
about? Well, you know what? I have a question for you. What's a movie? What's the last movie you watched that made you cry?
Ooh. I think it was the Barbie movie.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Yeah.
judge you.
Wow. Wow.
I'm
It
sorry.
was-
I'm
it
sorry.
was-
I'm sorry.
Oh, Luke is so bad because he's
I'm
saying, I don't
sorry.
want to hear about your $1. And this guy's coming in saying, I can't cry on the Barbie movie. Guess what, dude? Billions of people disagree. It made more money than fucking God.
I'm not saying it didn't make money. I was just, you said the Barbie movie, and I was just thinking
Jesus.
about the Ken song, and I'm like, that was funny, and I'm like, why would you?
What
even
made you cry in the Barbie
But then I
movie?
remember the feminism parts, and
It was towards the end.
Uh-huh.
Where she's like talking to the old lady and thinking about like how girls like grow up together and whatever. Now that I'm talking about it, I guess it's kind of stupid.
and that's what I'm trying to say.
Wait, hold
it's
on.
sweet to me,
Let's take a. All right, hold on a caller a second. I always want to point out what the system of events here was. I took a big swing. I said, I don't care about your dollar. I hung up on you. At least it attempted a
Yeah.
joke. Then this caller calls back, says earnestly, the Barbie movie made you cry. And then
Yeah.
you made fun of them. You're like,
I would
oh,
say I
okay.
lovingly kind of teased them. How do you feel, caller?
Caller, did it feel loving to you? I'm
was-
an empath. It didn't feel loving to me.
I mean, I feel fine.
Yeah, so
I'm-
they feel
I'm okay.
fine. I'm an empath, so
Damn it, I really thought I was going to be able to fucking
Yeah.
turn the tables,
yeah.
and it didn't work.
Sorry.
Honestly,
Sorry.
in my defense, it was more like happy tears. I don't like sad tears.
Like when I
You know what I
see
mean?
Rocket
Like, aw.
Raccoon do something really awesome in Guardians of the Galaxy, happy tears.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Philzy,
Sure.
I made fun of Barbie till
Yeah.
my wife cried.
That's really funny.
Oh God.
Has a Marvel movie ever made you cry, Caller?
I've never even seen a single Marvel movie.
A lot of
I
Marvel
am
movies.
Iron Man.
We need him back, RDJ. No.
Every single day I wake up and I think about Avengers and I cry and I,
I think about
Iron
Spider-Man
Man.
saying, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good," and I weep full tears. I don't feel so good either, Tom Holland.
I can't believe they killed him.
I know. If you had to watch one Marvel movie tonight, Caller, like so you've never seen any of them, they're not interesting to you. Which one would you watch, though? Do you think?
Probably the one where Hulk says, "I'm gonna smash" or whatever.
Okay,
he
that's
says.
good.
Wait,
That's
I have a
Avengers.
better way of doing this than what Luke did.
Okay.
What's your zodiac sign, caller?
Here we go.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a Leo.
Okay, Leo. So what do you know the other parts like the sun, the moon, all that? The rising?
Yeah. I'm a Leo, Sun, Aries, Moon, Taurus, rising.
Okay, that's a lot of fire and some earth. So
Yeah.
what would we recommend them from the Marvel canon?
It's a lot of fire and a lot of earth. Okay.
Well, I would immediately think Fantastic Four because
Right.
they've got.
Well, those aren't part of the MCU. Those are separate movies. I was
okay.
specifically talking about MCU. Maybe we can get some X-Men in there because they're joining it, but we're not. No. Sorry. Try again.
Okay. So Leo's kind of the king.
Yeah.
Aries is kind of a warrior. King
I think,
warrior.
can I be honest?
Thor
Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok.
And let me tell you why, Caller, because Thor Ragnarok, there's a big fire monster Thor fights.
Okay.
There's a sort of king type character in the guy who's in The Fly in Jurassic Park. Why the fuck can't I remember his
Jeff
name?
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. And he sort of uses, a lot of the guys in it use Earth. So I really recommend Thor Ragnarok. It's a lot of fun. It's really funny.
And Hammy is saying that your
I think-
birth chart is Tony Stark coded. So
Yeah.
don't anything with
I-
Iron Man start there too is also so fun.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm definitely sold.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It's a good one because it's more of
For sure.
more of a comedy movie, isn't it, Ben?
It is kind of.
It's kind of it's the second Thor or third Thor actually, and it's
Thor.
it's still in that, but it's Taika sort of before he went woke, but when he was still funny.
Yeah.
Not
My toxic trait is that I like Thor 1 and 2 better than Thor.
That is
Ragnarok.
crazy. That's legitimately crazy.
I genuinely don't like Taika Waititi, and I think he's
think
one
I
of the
don't
most
either. I
overblown
think I don't either.
people of all time. He's
I like
funny.
the when he was-
But people really love Thor Ragnarok. They're not as smart as me, but we think
Yeah.
you would probably like
Yeah,
it too.
you'd probably like it, Caller.
So check that out. And Luke is kind of the RDJ of the stream. I agree. And thank you, caller.
Thank you, Caller. Do you have any parting words for us?
My parting words are I'm gonna go watch that movie right now and pet my cat.
Great, and I'd
That's
really
so
I'd like you to send me a message, and I'd like it's sort of like a book report. I'd like to know what you thought of it.
That honestly
and if the
sounds
book
so
report is
fun.
good enough, I
Okay.
will send you $5. But it has to have a thesis. It has to have an intro paragraph where you clearly lay out the thesis. It has to have body paragraphs where I clearly know from the topic sentence what you're arguing, and it has to have a conclusion that somehow brings it to a broader topic in the world. And if you do all that, I'll send you $5. Okay?
Okay, I'm not in school and I haven't been for a while, so I might be rusty, but I will try.
That's okay. It'll come back. And if you got it, we can go back and forth if we need to do a few drafts to get you there. We're going to get you published this year, though, and I'm
Right.
pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
It's
Yeah.
just funny when someone
Take care.
says their plan for the evening, and I'm immediately like, that sounds so fun. I'd rather do that than this. You know what I mean?
You know what I said to you right before we started? You're on my short list of people I ask when someone drops off the show.
Yeah.
Revoked.
Now I'm on your shit list. Yeah, Luke's like, oh, you're so honored to be on your short list. I lived a 10-minute walk from Luke.
I think
wonder
it's-
why I'm on the short
But I
list.
think that says a lot. Hold on. I need to get a little more water.
That does say a lot. This is the second time Luke has walked off of the stream since it started. I have stayed.
This thing.
Luke's peeing. Can you guys hear it?
Ooh, I'm peeing. Ooh.
He walks over there in the corner and he pees. We have a caller incoming. I just like asking people about movies. Do you think we can keep just recommending people Marvel movies to watch tonight? Luke, what are you doing? Sit down, you lunatic.
I'm sorry, I wasn't gonna.
Just sit down. How much water are you drinking? You're drinking 3 of these. What's going on, dude?
I was trying to drink it fast as a joke.
No one has the guts to go barefoot like me. I'm a kind of sexually liberated queen.
Oh God. Okay. You ready for the next call?
Absolutely. And guys, just because I know people want to see my big wide flat feet again.
And I just really
so-
want to show you something.
What's up?
I see you just won $5.
Oh my God.
Motherfucker.
King.
Let's show
No
you.
one even thought.
Let's show you on the chat.
No one even considered. Where are you? Oh, he's showing people. No one even thought Luke. No one even thought Luke would come for the $5.
All you had to fucking do. All you had to fucking do was drink water so fast a bunch went on your nose by accident, and then you spit up some on the ground during your show.
I love that.
Dum
You guys,
dum.
this is the second person to ask me if I wear insoles. I do not, and you know what? I used to have problems with my flat feet, and I'll tell you, you know what fixed them? Doing Tai Chi, walking around barefoot,
No.
strengthening your feet.
Yes.
Okay. You can
Dare to be bare.
You can get people. Oh, to do stretches or sit up straight to help your posture. All this stuff. You know what? Actually, helps your
Walking
posture?
around.
Working your muscles, getting stronger.
I think that actually walking around is, you believe this too, and this is something we really share in common. I think that walking is the only good exercise.
Yes.
It is what humans are, this is my theory based in loose understanding of human history, loose
love it.
understanding of science.
I love speculating.
Is that at the end of the day, our bodies, cheetahs are built going really fast.
Yeah.
Sharks are built swimming really fast.
Yeah.
Monkeys are built to climb
Spiders
trees.
are built 8 legs.
Freak out, right?
Yeah.
Humans are built to do one thing: have a baby on the front, knapsack on the back, walk 60 miles a day. That is what this body type is for.
Okay.
Strong legs.
Yeah. Your specific body type.
No, all
okay.
human body
Gotcha,
types.
gotcha.
I mean, there's some where you wouldn't be as good, but
Like which ones wouldn't be as good?
I don't want to get into that right now. So, but you fall if you're playing along at home, you can fall in. So, but you have strong roots. Right?
Yeah.
You
Slap
have
those
strong
babies.
roots. Your arms are okay.
Yeah.
Your arms are okay, but this is your biggest muscle besides this, right?
Jealous
Besides this,
because you're opening up your meridians right now, and I want to open up my meridians.
besides this, natural selection havers. That's what's up.
Oh,
So
yeah.
okay, so I believe this. I really
Yeah.
do. This is an actual thing I believe, and then we'll get to the caller. But this is something I believe is
Just
well, I gotta. You're slowing me down. Now I'm all right. Well, I'm almost gonna have to start again if you keep interrupting me.
Start again.
Big roots.
Okay.
Small shoulders.
Yeah.
Head. and what it's for is walking 60 miles a day.
Okay.
That's what we're
All
supposed
right.
to be doing.
That's
so all exercise, all lifting weights, stretching is fine because that helps you walk. Lifting weights, it's all playing tennis, playing soccer, fine, sure, but it's not what we're supposed to be doing. If you want to get into shape, best shape of your life, walk 60 miles a day. Walk.
I'm starting to freak out.
Walk.
I just want to point out that 16 miles is 120,000 steps. So I mean,
So less.
60 miles.
I'll tell you what. Listen.
We gotta stop.
Hold on. We're not going to stop. It's my show. Last year, I weighed the most I ever have in my life. I started walking 6 miles a day. That's
Shrug.
it.
Okay.
That's it.
No. I agree with you that I think it's one of the best on your body. Very easy on your body. Very good for you.
And that's why the elliptical is the only thing you should ever be doing at the gym because it's kind of like walking. And treadmills are not that.
As someone with hip pain, I call it the get riptical.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good? I've been going on the elliptical
It's
every
cool.
day.
I actually I've found Okay, this is a little inside baseball. I found that if you actually, what I do is walk on a treadmill with a really high incline.
Yeah.
That actually, I think, burns for me
More calories?
more calories per minute than the elliptical even. So
What about the stair stepper?
that's pretty good. But again,
don't
I feel
like
like you
that
get
thing.
kind of wiped out fast.
And I
right?
think it makes if you're trying to get a dump truck, you're gonna want to use that, because that's gonna give you a dump truck.
Yeah.
The elliptical is gonna tone you out real nice.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's-
KP Senti, of course I remember you, my dude.
What's up, KP? I wish he would do more. EGI was hilarious. Well, listen, I'm not gonna speak out of class.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak out of turn. No, I'm not going to speak out of turn. It's not my business to tell. But
Jennifer Love Hewitt. This is the second time Jennifer Love Hewitt's come up on the show, and I just want to shout out Jennifer Love Hewitt.
do you think
you don't get enough respect.
Do you think that this is a real question? Then I promise we'll go to the call. Do you think that you could? I really mean this, and I know this sounds like I'm doing.
yeah.
Do you think that you could lose weight if you made a thing where you built it around masturbating?
Like you're like, I can only masturbate if I walk 5 miles a day?
No, like the way you're masturbating is burning a lot of calories.
Definitely. I think there's a lot of ways you could do that. Because if you think about sex and different kinds of sexual... what did you just do?
I kind of felt sick.
Why did you look like you brought a puke on the mic when I was...
Oh, no.
You're the one that brought up
Sick. I should be
masturbating.
sick talking about it. All right, let's take the call. I just wanted it as a yes or no. I didn't want to know that in details.
Oh, God. I could go into details.
Hello,
I
caller.
am,
Hello,
sexually
caller.
liberated. Go on.
Hey, it's Jason. Sorry for calling for the third time again. It wouldn't be the first
All
time.
good.
No, that's okay, Jason, because it's like the other times didn't count. That was a whole different thing we were doing.
So I had a reason for calling in, so don't let me forget this because I wanted to mention something to Ben. But to your point, I don't know how much you were doing a bit when you were talking about like humans are meant to just walk and that's
No,
what we do.
no.
But
I was
that is-
saying it funny.
That is true.
I believe that. It's true. It's like that's what our body types are built for, is going on long distance walks because we were originally nomads.
Yeah, because and that's how we became good hunters. Because sprinting animals that need to pant, they can't sprint and pant at the same time,
Yep.
and we can just they'll get tired, and then we can just keep walking, and then we eventually tire them out.
So you think that we used to hunt animals like Mike Myers attacks people in Halloween?
Yeah.
Faster, but essentially.
That's what Halloween's about.
Okay. All right. I love that.
But yeah, Ben, I didn't realize we've met before. I'm sure you don't remember me, but I was back in Baltimore back during the Wham City days, and I think we
cool.
have a number of mutual friends.
Yeah. Then
And
we'll
I
definitely-
don't think I recognized you with the mustache and the hat. I think I remember you being clean shaven or with
Yeah,
the
he's
full
got a whole
beard.
new thing
That's
going on.
understandable. I got a whole new thing. I updated my drip. I updated my fit. you
He got dripped out, goated.
Yeah, I accidentally got
while he
goated.
was gone. He went off mic and got goated and then came back.
Yeah.
It's a good fit. It's a really good fit.
but yeah,
I was just. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, when would we have met? Like at a show?
So I was like, yeah. I had friends who were there. I was at Micah in 2007, and then I was around Baltimore.
Oh, damn.
Even
Okay.
after I moved to Philly a lot.
Gotcha.
And I had friends who did some video work with like Jimmy and Dan, and
Oh, yeah.
and I think you know Eldis, and Eldis and I went to high school together.
Wait, Eldis.
Not to name like two names.
Stav's brother?
Stav's friend?
Or Stav's friend?
Yeah. Eldis is my guy. That's hilarious that you know Eldis. That's
Wow.
Yeah. Eldis and I were in high school together, which is
Crazy.
cool. Great guy. And so yeah, I think we probably have a number of mutual
Cool.
acquaintances. But yeah,
Well, nice to meet you.
I think I have a like a specific memory of meeting you at the Copycat, and I was very stoned.
that's
anyway.
very likely. That sounds
Yeah.
about right.
But I miss those days. I miss I miss that time, and it's not like
I mean,
it's not like that stuff is
incredible time.
gone and over, but
It
it was.
It is in a
it
lot
was,
of ways.
It was a wild time.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it is over in a lot of ways, just because the warehouse scene has been kind of wiped out compared to what it was back then. Like one of the
Yeah.
buildings got sold and the other. Anyway, it's not it's not exciting for people who don't care about Baltimore thinking about it. Sorry, Luke. All right.
Right.
What can we?
Maybe you guys could like DM.
Can we
about
just?
this.
Can we just
This isn't really
recommend
Okay,
a Marvel movie or?
Oh yeah, do you want me to recommend a Marvel movie? Or?
No,
Yeah.
we'll recommend one to you.
Yeah. What's your air sign?
Okay, yeah, sure. go for it.
What's your zodiac signs?
I'm a Leo, like the previous caller.
Cool. So you're gonna want to watch Thor Ragnarok.
so you're gonna wanna watch Thor
it's-
Ragnarok.
we
Okay,
already
boring.
did-
Next
We already
caller.
did that one,
All right,
Jason.
no
but-
more Leos.
No
calling,
more Leos.
please.
We got to get something else because it's always going to be Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for taking my call. Good night, guys.
Thank you, Jason.
All right, guys. This show is all about.
It's just
us
like a little
recommending
inside
Marvel
baseball.
movies.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear about, like, I don't know who
so
the fuck
sorry.
Eldis is. Like,
I'm
I don't,
so sorry.
Oh, we were in the same DIY scene in
I'm
the
so
2010s. Like they give a fuck? I barely give a fuck, and I have more skin in that
guys,
game than they
if
do.
you have any questions about what Baltimore was like in 2008, just give
Dude,
us a call.
it was crazy. Dude, I was shooting videos for Dan. Shut up. Listen, half of the show is LA Inside Baseball. I figured I could take 5 minutes. You know
Thank
what,
you.
Jason? That is fair, man.
Jason, thank you so much
But
for
that's-
defending me. And
Yeah, it's fair.
being
You know
correct.
what? You could. You took a little less. You took about 4.5 minutes. And that's about as much as we're going to give. Now we're going to get back to Guisado's. Good restaurant.
Ooh, Guisado's.
Guisado's.
I
Local
perked
LA
up.
taco
I
place.
perked up when you said
perked
it.
up. You perked
I
up.
love mole.
That's because everybody should live in LA because it's so awesome.
It's so cool.
So cool.
And it's also awesome to live in a city that's actually 10 cities and never see your friends.
Greatest city in the world.
I-95 is the worst highway in America.
Yeah.
Fight
I have
me.
some of my worst memories, I think, in my life happened on I-95. Like traumatic memories, like being in the car with my parents. We're in double traffic. They're fighting.
What was
yeah,
that,
like
dude?
that
You
kind of
said
stuff.
some shit
like
really
real
fast.
shit. And also just being.
Dude, can you spit? Can you rap? Like the way you just spoke so fast. It makes me feel like you
Could you understand what I was saying? Because Sarah
Sarah
and Katie and a lot of people in my life get mad at me because I speak so fast they don't know what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But you
you
were
c-
like, yeah, it was really traumatic.
I'll tell you what, I took a big nap today and I'm fucking full of energy.
Yeah, that's good. 110 Egg Fork. Watch out for the 110. It's the oldest
Watch
highway
out.
in LA, and it is scary to drive on.
110, I think, is the worst. It's the worst thing. If this is an interesting thing, is that the 110? It's the oldest highway in America. So it was built when cars were in 45. I was driving up from Florida, and my brother was in withdrawal from heroin, but we just thought he was, had the flu or some shit. I've been driving for 12 hours, and I hit GC traffic. Jason, the crying contest is over.
Damn. Wow. Bomar, really good point that the Civil War was basically fought along 95. I've never thought about that, but it does
Wow.
feel haunted.
It does feel haunted.
It does feel haunted.
It does feel haunted.
It is haunted.
Was that too much? The crying contest
I-
is over? I thought I was going to get a big pop from you with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
I did.
kind of I liked it. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like if you had a kind of like a camera on my eyes and something measuring my skin conductance, you'd see that my eyes went boop and I got a little.
Can I be
kinda
honest
sweaty.
though? Like if I made that into the clip, I would take another point in it where you were laughing, and I
cut
would
to me
cut
and I'd be-
that in. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It's not going to be the clip though, everybody.
I think if there had been audio,
I don't think we have a clip yet, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think you can make a clip of people crying. I don't think that's gonna work.
Guys, we
You got
need
a pithy
clip.
story?
A pithy story?
Yeah,
I can't.
Succinct.
just-
It's got to be under a minute, or I got to be able to cut it under a minute. So you got about 2, and it's got to have a really clear beginning,
You're
middle, end, and a
stressing me out.
strong hook.
I'm having a
strong
panic
hook.
attack
It's
when
got to have
you're-
a strong hook.
I'm having a panic attack. Oh my god, I'm so cold right now. I can't believe I'm not
Brr.
out in the winter.
You know what's funny is that this is the only one. So we have these backgrounds.
I know.
I swear you're not the first person to do this. Brandon did it last night. Many people have done it. No one responds to any of them except when the winter one comes out. They go, "Brr, I'm so cold." I'm not kidding. It's
Well,
happened
what
like
am
a.
I supposed to say for the baseball?
No,
one?
I know. It makes sense because it's like a visceral response. Well,
Yeah.
the underwater one, you could be like,
Uh-oh, I'm on a
"Yar,
pirate
I'm
ship.
on a pirate. It's-
There's
I'm in
rats running all over
Netflix's
my
One
feet.
Piece."
Yes.
you know,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Okay, cool. All right. Call in and we'll recommend a Netflix show to you.
Yes.
Based on
Your preferences.
preferences, kind of what you're like, and self-describe.
Tell us your hottest take, and we'll give you a Netflix show that goes along with it, like What on Ross.
That is literally what I do when I worked at Netflix. just stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it is. And someone who's also worked in the content game for a major streamer, that really came very easily to me. You know what I'm saying? Guys, all right, we're doing a BuzzFeed quiz. Folks, tell us the most embarrassing thing that happened to you in elementary school, but make it not so sad that it's not fun for the other people who are watching to listen to. And we'll recommend a Netflix dating show that goes along with it. The Circle. The
A
Circle.
sex dummy. I would say.
Sex
I would
dummies.
say you can't return. This is the problem with buying sex toys online. I don't think you should do it. I think you should go to a sex shop and look at
Try
the
them out
stuff.
first.
You can't try them out first. That's the problem. You can't return them either because they don't want, cum-filled stuff.
You know who else was dummy thick?
Who?
Jesus Christ. He was dummy thick full of incredible ideas to save the human race.
Oh, wow.
Keep going.
I wish it would be awesome if in people's depictions of Jesus Christ, they just started giving him a big juicy fucking ass.
They kind of, there are versions of Christianity where he's like too hot.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
when he has, here's my favorite one. There's like the Catholic ones where he's got really big fuck me eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking, where
Absolutely.
you're just
They're
damn, mama. Like, you're like,
they're like
ooh,
shiny blue eyes.
Ooh, he's looking good. Like, I don't know. He's like, ooh, 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 ooh. He's like, he's giving you that look.
yeah.
When Jesus gives you that look on the cross.
And he's got the Roman nose. I love that shit. Light brown
Mama.
hair.
All right, we got a call coming in.
We got a call,
still
everybody.
coughing from
and
the water.
I think I know this number. Let's put him on air.
Okay. Hello, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's Cricket.
Hey, Cricket.
Yo,
What's up?
What's going on?
Cricket, what's up?
Well, it's just I texted Ben earlier to see how they were, and they didn't answer. And then I realized they were on the show, so I thought I would call in just to see how you were. And I heard you were asking for embarrassing elementary school stories, so I
Right.
thought, well, this is the perfect time.
That's perfect. And then we're gonna recommend a Netflix show to you based on the story, Cricket.
Okay.
I'm
that
just
sounds
confirming Cricket did text me. I have the proof.
Yeah, I'm like the psycho who's like, yeah, somebody in the chat room said you're calling Ben at work, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like the psycho who's like, you didn't text me back, where are you? And
Yeah,
I like call
yeah.
your boss.
Hang up.
Right.
Yeah. So Cricket, we have been recommending people Marvel movies based on. Yeah, we
No.
have to
We'll
keep
do that.
doing
No.
We-
No. I want to hear the story. Cricket called it as a story.
I know. I'm sorry. Go on, Cricket.
Okay.
Cricket could have won the crying card.
I mean, it's hard to choose,
for real.
but I feel like this one will probably get me a good Netflix show. So like, I was really obsessed with the daily cartoon Kathy. Maybe you've heard of it.
Heard of
As
it.
like a 4th and 5th grader, and I thought that I wasn't allowed to watch TV, so I thought that was everyone else's cultural reference too. And there was this like really intense storyline in 1995, Kathy. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, where Kathy got proposed to, and like famously, Kathy was like did not have luck with men,
Right.
Yeah.
like that was kind of her thing. So like when she got proposed to, the way that the Kathy Card daily comic strip played out was for like literally like 2 weeks. Every day the daily comic strip was just like her staring at this engagement ring, and I was like, 8 years old and just like on the edge of my seat and being like, is Kathy gonna say yes to Alex who proposed to her? And like I went into elementary school one day just being like, oh, I can't wait to talk about like the thing that all the kids are going to be talking about. And I just remember going up to my friend Anita and being like, is Kathy going to say yes to the proposal? And she just like looked at me and there was no light in her eyes. And like, I was just like, and she was just like, who's Kathy? And it was the
Hell
moment. It was the moment that I realized that like maybe I was like on a little bit of a different journey than my
Right,
peers.
yeah. Well, I think first of all, being an only child is already kind of a fucked up situation.
Yes.
And then I think
That is, I would say that's because I know this about cricket. We've talked about this because I'm also an only child. Even though it's because like those, it's even though it came from the source was you not being able to watch TV. The real reason you were so invested in Kathy is because you were an only child. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, right. Like it's like that's
like,
where
the 5 minutes a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like to be an only child, and then to also your parents cut you off from media,
Right.
or any way of like connecting with people,
Right. So you were
and having no one that's your age to check you on stuff,
Right.
Like it really, you know.
I always think about this, like, I think especially for boys, like me and my best friend from growing up, Lawrence, also an only child, like, a lot of it is we didn't have an older brother to, like, look at what we were doing and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop reading Kathy, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no older sibling to be like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Stop reading fucking Kathy. What
I
the
was
fuck?
the youngest of three.
Yeah.
And each was 2 years older. And I just sat back and watched everything they did and every mistake they made and
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine if I had to come into the world
Dude.
fucking first
Horror.
and just figure it out and like.
Yeah, you're raw dogging life.
Oh.
Also, wait, Cricket, I did want to,
Yeah.
before we get too far away from Kathy, I do think it's the funniest thing in the world, and I feel like I know this of people where their parents deny them sort of like a main part of like kid culture.
Yeah.
So then you went to something where like you certainly maybe probably would have been better served by the lessons in Arthur than you were learning about like a comic about a single woman experiencing the loneliness of getting into her 30s as an 8-year-old.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it would have been much more relatable if
Right.
like my icons had been like JTT and Arthur and not like Kathy and Bonnie Raitt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right. You're
That's-
reading Sherman's Lagoon and
Yeah,
going
you
like,
were-
damn, this shit's crazy.
You were really into just like a lonely 30-year-old woman's
Yeah.
thoughts.
Yeah. Going nowhere fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Were you the kind of kid who wasn't allowed to watch TV but was allowed to watch whatever movie you wanted because your parents thought movies were fine and TV was bad? Because I know quite a few people like that.
Oh no, I wish. I feel like my movie stuff was also pretty restricted, which is weird because my parents love movies, and like my mom literally, like my kitchen growing up was covered in these little lists of like my mom's favorite movies. Like she would write her favorite movies every year and tape them up on the cabinets.
Wow.
So I was surrounded by movies, but like my access to movies was pretty restricted.
Huh. So what were you doing all day? I guess reading Kathy. I mean, what did you...
Kathy.
Because I really don't... Because as an only child, I was only playing video games and watching television.
Yeah.
That's all I had to do. There were no other kids around. What were you doing all day? Playing outside?
Yeah, what were you doing?
I was playing with sticks and stuff, like
for real.
like just making up like really elaborate like fake worlds with inanimate objects. And like, I mean, I had friends. I mean, it's like I was a nerd in school, but like in Girl Scouts, you know, like I had real social cred.
I
You
was
just have to
also
find your
doing that with
niche,
sticks.
you know?
I was also doing that with sticks. Yeah.
Cricket, were you
Yeah.
cool in high school? Would people like you?
I wasn't one of, yeah, people liked me. I mean, I wasn't one of the like popular kids, but I had a lot of friends, and I feel like I was cool with the theater kids, and like I wasn't like you where it was like everyone liked me, like because weren't you voted prom thing?
Yes, I was.
Weren't you best friends
Yeah.
with like the quarterback
Yeah.
band? Also, Vertical Mammal, thank you so much for the Amazon Prime
I was just
subscription.
friends with I was just very like I kind of kept to myself, but I was also kind of artsy.
I
And
was
just hung
similar
with
to
people.
you, Cricket. I was friends with. I was sort of like I was on good terms with everyone, and then I was like new theater kids, and
Yeah,
then
but
it- yeah,
I also just
Yeah.
was the least controversial
right.
person. Yeah, guys, don't get
Is that how prom
don't go
kings
so
voted for in
crazy.
upstate New York?
What's that?
I'm sorry, I said, is that how prom kings voted for in upstate New York? It's just
Well,
like
least
the least
as in like
controversial.
the popular kids were really hated by a lot of people.
Really,
And
they were
I had
better
a very
than you.
long-running
Oh.
relationship at the high school, and so, you know, people I think voted for us partially
'Cause you
because
were
they didn't like other
sweethearts.
people, and we were sweethearts.
But where's she now?
I think she's like a teacher in upstate New York.
Oh, great.
Loser. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
She has like 3
Did I-
kids.
And did I dox you by telling everyone that you were prompting?
You
Yeah, he was
doxed me. Now
doxed.
people know where I live.
Yeah.
They're going to look
Yeah.
up the
Oswego.
Prom King registry.
Oswego.
Oswego, yeah. I'm from Oswego, New York.
Oswego. One horse town or one go-kart town. Is there go-karts there? Is that what they have?
Okay, first of all, and I just talked about this on another podcast, Oswego is the home of the largest super modified racetrack in America.
That's what it is.
Called the Oswego Speedway. I lived across. My neighbors owned the speedway. They had
Wow.
an indoor pool. I was in love with my neighbor, the woman who was married to the guy who owned the speedway. Her name, I can't say her name.
The mom?
But yeah, the mom who was a Christian ventriloquist. And she was like when I had my sexual awakening. I was like,
Whoa. She was like, hey kids, Jesus
She's
Christ
really
was goated with the sauce.
yes, yeah. But she
Yeah.
was like kind of hippie Christian, and it was just thought she was so hot.
Wow.
She was 40. I was 11.
And Cricket, where did you have your
Cricket.
sexual awakening? And Cricket, now we're going to turn it to you. Where was your sexual
Wait,
awakening?
I kind of might know. Wait, it was with, I believe it was with Beverly Crusher on Star Trek.
Oh.
the Next Generation.
Yeah, it was. It's like maybe a tie between her and Bonnie Raitt, but like I have a type.
It's so funny because I
But
also
I-
know that about you, Cricket. Is I also, when Ben said, I was like, I also know it was Beverly
But
Crusher.
I love that it's both Bonnie Raitt and Beverly
Yeah,
Crusher, which
yeah.
are just kind of like two versions of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, who's gonna argue with a hot redheaded maternal figure?
I mean, come on.
there
I
any-
can't. No argument.
She's
here.
amazing.
No argument here.
No argument here.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom. I mean, I know you're a Star Trek head, which is what they call the fans.
Yep, Star Trek head.
My mom took me to a Star Trek convention when I was like probably around the same age as this Cappy situation, and I bought a pin of Beverly Crusher, and I
Wow.
like pinned it to the curtains, which were right next to my bed, like so that every night as I went to sleep, I could look at her. And I also thought that was just sort of regular, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty
And you know
regular.
what it is? You know the only difference is that if you had a sibling, you would have still done it, but you would have hid it under your pillow.
Yeah.
How I know you're an only child is because you pinned it to the curtains. That's the smoking gun. Your parents
That
are
is
like,
the smoking
all right, I'm just glad to see they're interested in stuff.
I
you know?
used to kiss a picture of Melissa Joan Hart every night.
Really?
before I went to
Oh, I
bed.
love Melissa
Oh,
Joan
really? I
Hart.
didn't know that.
I loved Sabrina, and you still
Yeah,
do
I
because
mean,
you agree with all her Christian
I'm-
stuff.
Yes, I was coming off the Clarissa Explains It All
Yup.
era.
Yup. Sabrina
That's-
era was more my speed.
But I think the picture was from Sabrina era. But I was always into the most lame. She's not lame, but I was like really into Jennifer Love Hewitt, Mariah Carey, Jewel.
You know who I
Really
kind of
embarrassing '90s people.
You know who I'm realizing my sexual awakening was in part two? The aunts on Sabrina.
Oh, they're hot.
Yeah.
Mine was my.
Is that
sexual
weird?
was To,
Is that strange?
was
You
to-
kind of reacted
was to
weird.
Blanche
Was
on
that
Golden
weird?
Girls. No. It
Okay.
just took me a second to remember.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
When Blanche on Golden Girls gets all hot and steamy and like puts an ice cube in her cleavage, I'd be like, whoa, that's cool.
The blonde one or the strict one? They
No,
were
the hot one.
No. But on Sabrina is what Vertical and Hamilton was saying.
Sabrina.
I liked both of them, but the strict one was I was like,
I like the blonde one.
sheesh.
Sabrina.
Yeah. There's so many amazing women on TV in the 90s that we were all having our sexual awakenings to, and I think that's what's amazing here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you were into the hippie Christian mom, then Melissa Joan Hart really makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the same
It
thing.
was all over the place.
You're all over the place. Fuck, what was I going to say?
Are you gonna recommend me a Netflix show?
Yes,
or?
yes. Okay, so all right, so Kathy, I'm gonna recommend to you Red Notice. It's starring Gal Gadot and Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's an action
And
movie.
Ryan Reynolds.
And Ryan Reynolds. I don't really know what it's about. I don't really think anyone's actually seen
I've
it,
seen
but
it.
it is on Netflix, and I really recommend watching Red Notice tonight.
And it's horrendous.
Tonight?
And you won't like it.
Tonight. But it will speak to you.
Well, wait, but let's do Marvel
When it-
movie
Ben
and
said I
Cricket
won't
Zodiac
like it?
sign. No, you'll hate it. But
No, you won't. It's not
Okay.
good. Okay, so Cricket, what's your
I
zodiac
hate
sign?
Gal
Cricket's a
Gadot.
Gemini, I believe.
Cricket's a Gemini.
And this is
Yes.
Western astrology.
Western astrology.
What are your other
What are your other signs?
Libra moon?
I Libra moon and something else is rising.
Leo
Great.
or Virgo?
Got it. So I got it. So the movie you're gonna watch is
Virgo
Thor.
rising.
The movie you're gonna watch is Thor Ragnarok because the villain is Thor's sister, who is Thor's long lost twin.
Yeah, no, I think
So it's
Thor
going to be Thor
is the
Ragnarok
one for
again,
you,
and
for
Loki
sure.
is also Thor's brother.
And it's a lot of air, so let's see. Yeah,
I
Thor
mean, they're going
Ragnarok.
into space, you know. So you're gonna. So yeah, I think Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
And they travel the Bifrost, of course.
Cricket. If you
Which
don't,
one? What number is that?
That's Thor 3.
Thor 3.
The
If you get
Thor.
a Disney Plus, and this is true for anyone in the
Anybody
chat.
in the chat,
If you get a
Disney
Disney
Plus
Plus subscription
tonight,
we will reimburse you
full
amount
amount
for
or
your
you need
Disney Plus subscription for this month.
as long as you watch Thor Ragnarok.
As long as you watch
As
Thor
long as the
Ragnarok
first
and
movie you put on is Thor Ragnarok.
and you show video, at least 10 minutes of video of you watching
if
Thor
you
Ragnarok.
showing and crying at the point where Thor finds Hulk on the prison planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And- yes.
Well, Cricket, thank you so much for calling
I've
in.
seen-
Yes. No,
oh,
sorry.
you're welcome.
I wanted to give you
I've
an
seen
out,
Thor
but please.
Ragnarok, but
Please,
I'll
please.
watch it again.
You didn't like it?
No, I was just gonna say I have seen. No. That was the one where it got really like funny and that's where the Bifrost bifurcates between me and all the other Thor fans.
Well,
And-
no,
and I
Cricket,
was
I said
like,
the same thing.
no,
I
I'm
said
not.
my toxic trait is that I like Thor 1 and Thor 2 and not Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, so we...
You are the only people on fucking planet Earth that think that. I think Thor: The Dark World is literally considered the worst Marvel movie.
I loved it.
But they're all bad now. And you know what, Cricket? I'm going to hand it to you. I know you're a real fan because you said the Bifrost bifurcated between you and other Thor fans. I thought that was a beautiful turn of
That
phrase.
was incredible.
So
And-
thank you, Cricket. Thank you for
Thank
calling
you.
in.
I am. You're the best.
Thank you for having
The
me.
best.
I admire you both.
Thank
and
you
so
it's nice
much.
to talk to you.
Cricket, I invited you guys on the show the other week, but you were like, "Oh, we want to hang out or do anything else except do Luke's show." Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I texted you 4 minutes before it began and said, "Do you guys want to come to my house right now?"
It's because of the kind of things you say
You didn't text
before
me.
and after the show.
I should have texted you, Cricket. You're right.
Luke asked me, and I said we were gonna.
Wait a
not do
minute.
it.
So you didn't even pass it along to Cricket, this offer?
No, I had no idea.
Oh
Well,
my
we were-
God,
There-
dude!
we
you
already-
said, "Oh, we don't want to." You made it seem like you both said no.
No, I said we have plans tonight already.
What were the plans?
What did we do a little while ago that was special?
I don't know. I don't know what
was
night it
just
was
you
that I
and
was asked to
me.
go on TV.
I think
and
I-
you
Yeah,
kept
you
it
were-
from me.
You just ruined. This is a great opportunity.
First of
and
all,
by
this
the way,
isn't TV.
and by the way, it's a strike right now. So any opportunity, people are jumping at that.
That's
Cricket,
true.
we know how it is. We're working actors.
I'm sorry.
So
Yeah,
I,
yeah, it's hard
I'm-
out here.
next time I'll go right to the source. I'll cut out the middle Ben and go right to the Cricket.
I just want to let people know that Luke is very violent and offensive and mean off camera to us.
Like
and that
Ellen.
is-
I'm
I
a
did
lot like
not-
Ellen.
I did not want to come on because I didn't know if I could handle the constant microaggressions against me. So
Yeah, because I send everybody a dossier, like a report on how well I think they did on the show, and a rating out of 5. Okay, but goodbye, Cricket. Thank you
Bye,
for
Crick.
calling.
Isn't Crick the best?
We love you. We love you,
Yeah.
Donald Trump. That's funny. That's funny.
Cricket's the
Donald
best, huh?
Trump. Cricket's the best.
Anyone better than Crick? No.
No, Beverly Crusher.
Beverly
I
Crusher.
want to just watch some Star Trek, man.
Damn, dude. Let's
Damn.
put it on. Throw it on.
I want to watch American Dad. My dream is to be on Luke's show one day. Well, you know, for just a few $100s, anyone can be on this show. I have an embarrassing story if you want it, but I want to curse you with my call a 4th time. Did Kathy say yes? Ooh, Cricket, are you still watching?
Cricket, are you
Did
in the chat?
Kathy say yes? Jason, if we don't hear from someone in a little bit, you're welcome to throw the story at us. We got about like 30 minutes left.
Whew, thank God.
30 fucking minutes. What the fuck? I'm sort of running a little. I put my whole bussy into the first hour, so you
Really?
got to clean up.
I'm getting my pussy is getting wet now. Just warmed
yeah.
up.
Cricket, if you're still here, did Kathy say yes? Ack?
Did Kathy say yes, Ack?
And You want to know how you do a fucking pithy story that makes into a clip? That's how it's fucking done, brother.
That's true, that's true.
That's how it's fucking
I
done.
know,
you
you
saw
know.
that? I literally Cricket's talking. I'm like the
You're-
I'm the fucking precogs and Minority Report. It's flashing in my eyes. I'm seeing the fucking. I'm seeing
You're
the
seeing the clip,
I'm
you're s-
pulling the Kathy images.
Yeah,
I'm like.
yeah. You're seeing the clip. You're seeing the
Easy.
likes go up like crazy.
Easy.
You're seeing the views. You're seeing it go
Easy,
viral.
bro.
You're seeing everyone all the
Easy.
shares.
Easy. All right.
Yeah, I'm
Call
not that
coming
fun
in.
this time.
Boom.
But maybe I'll get a clip out of me. It's all about clips.
Hello,
What's up,
caller.
Hey, it's Bowmore.
Bowmore, what's up,
What's up,
dog?
dude?
I got an embarrassing story from when I was a kid.
Please.
Go on.
Okay, so the school where I went to sixth grade. I took Spanish all year. Everybody had to take Spanish, and we at the end of the year they had like the last day of school was like the parents all come and they see like the different classes put on different shows, and so we learned a flamenco dance. You know, the 8 of us that had finished Spanish 2, finished 2 years of Spanish in 2 years. And by the day of, there were 4 of us who were going to do it. Four kids were going on vacation or whatever, like going out of town. And then by the day of, I'm the only one. I'm the only one left. And I start talking to my parents. I start talking to teachers like, I don't really have to do this, right? You're not going to make me do this by myself. And my parents are like, no. I mean, you got to do it. And the teacher's like, no, you got to do it. And so I have to go out there and do the flamenco by myself, literally as a one man. And I made the mistake of not just like shitting my pants and like having a freak out and saying, I won't do it. I made the mistake of trying to negotiate, but in the end, they made me go out and do the flamenco by myself to the soundtrack in front of like 200 people, most of whom were my classmates.
Jesus. Flamenco's kind of sexy. too.
Flamenco? Like with the little like.
Did you have the little
Yeah,
castanet
symbols?
things?
Yeah.
I wore a shirt with tassels and shit, and I had to snap and move my arms around. Yeah, the castanets.
Do we have video of this?
No, thank God. Probably there is somewhere. Probably one day, due to AI and analytics and all of that, you will be able to find it.
The obvious question is, how did it go over? I mean, did people like it?
Yeah.
I was mortified. I was kind of having a bit of a breakdown. I can't confess that I remember exactly how it went over. I remember there was polite applause. I'm sure there were giggles. And it felt like total ritual humiliation.
I bet you
like
fucking killed it.
That is the worst part of a thing like that is like you think everyone's gonna go ha ha, ha.
Yeah.
And in some ways maybe that would be better because what it really is people going, oh,
Yeah.
And it's sort of, I mean, Ben, you can attest it's almost like doing an open mic or something. You know what I mean? You're just like it is just
there's
ritual
a casual
humiliation.
cruelty to the fact that nobody came up there and said, "Stop this! Why are you making this kid do
Make this
a
poor
group
boy sing?"
dance
It looks
by
like
himself?"
because it looked like it
Not
was
one
something
of
that
them
you
stood
wanted
up.
to
Not
do.
one of them.
It looked like something that you wanted to do, that you were like, I want to do this for everyone because there was only one person.
They told me I wasn't allowed to not do it, and I didn't realize that in the future you just have to lie down on the road and say, I won't do it anymore. I'm not doing that.
Right. They were actually that was actually one of those tests about becoming an adult, is realizing that you actually can just say no and walk out of the room.
Yeah. I still don't know you can do that.
We're going to teach you, man.
Can't wait.
Dan, that sucks, Bowmore.
Yeah, no, I've learned the lesson since then, though. I've since quit many a different occasion.
Yeah. You're a quitter now.
Yes, and proud of it.
It's one of those things where that's definitely the lesson they were trying to teach you is like, don't be a quitter. And it's like, actually, sometimes it kind of reminds me of that episode of fucking King of the Hill where Bobby. I always think about this episode. Bobby becomes like a like husky boy model, and the lesson of the episode is sometimes you don't do stuff like that because your dad is right to point out that all the kids at your school are going to make fun of you, and that's okay.
That's a good point.
My dad made me fucking do it. All the other kids got to leave because they knew it was going to be so stupid.
So
Half the kids went on vacation, and then one of
people were
so it was
dropping
me,
out.
and then it was going to be like even the like challenged boy who was still stuck going to have to do it didn't even have to do it in the end, and I had to do it.
So the other kids, it wasn't like, oh, no one happened to be there. It was like the other kids said, oh, no, fuck no.
They talked their parents into it. They talked teachers into it somehow. I wasn't the most well-regarded child of the school. I didn't make friends with my teachers very often.
Right.
But what
So
I should have done is jumped out the fucking window.
So this is a punishment in many ways.
It felt like a punishment exercise, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Mommy, am I well regarded?
No, boy. I was well regarded as fuck. You wouldn't catch me doing that shit. And if I did it, I would have crushed it. Sorry, Bowmore.
No, I mean, I'm sure I crushed it. I'm sure I crushed it. I just
Totally. What were you saying, Ben?
Oh, we had to do the Macarena was like took the world by storm in 1996, and we all had to do it at this like big event.
What does that mean?
I don't. I
All
guess
of you did. What is that?
A bunch of kids in my class. We all had to.
You all
get out
did
and
the
do
Macarena at a big
yeah.
event.
the Macarena was everywhere, man.
It was, and I went fucking wild with it. I was shaking my yeah. I was going fucking way crazy over the top.
Yeah.
People were loving my shit. People were fucking loving it, dude.
Well, Bowmore, thank you for
The
calling.
verses are pretty sexual. Absolutely. You'll have a good night.
I'm an
Take care.
extremely sexual person. Extremely. Luke.
I used all my energy in the first hour.
I'm sorry, man. You got to learn how to use just some of it, half of it.
I know.
Should we just be kind of really quiet and like
let's just
sad
be
a little?
quiet. Maybe someone could call in and just talk.
Okay, well, first of all, big news since the call happened. We found out that Kathy said no. So wait, did Cricket say that there would be the same panel every week? That was just her looking at the. It's just like her looking at
That's
the
so
ring.
crazy.
But it's not the same panel. It's probably different thoughts about it, and her like kind of mulling it over in her
If
mind.
it was the same one panel of Kathy looking at the ring, no thought bubble, no thing, that is a beautiful work of art.
That would be fucking
That
cool.
literally is a beautiful work
and
of
it
art.
never changes, and that's what it is for the rest of it. I mean, oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, it sounds stressful. Kathy's really fucking stressing me out just thinking about her. But that is the kind of problem with a character like that, is that they do live in this like kind of hellish existence where if they ever actually change or get what they want, like, you know, the comic strip's over. You know.
Yeah, right.
So you kind of can't let Kathy have
Right.
any sort of real happiness.
Unless they get a spin-off, Kathy and Friends, like Garfield and Friends.
Well, you think then that she can be happy?
Yeah, I mean, Garfield and Friends were kind of doing a different thing.
You think that's like when Garfield wanted to settle down, he's like, all right, we got to move.
Nermal.
We got to start doing these fucking friends.
Was Nermal, was that relation? Was he fucking Nermal?
No.
I don't know
think
too
I
much
can't
about-
remember Garfield girl's name. Pink Garfield.
Yeah. Did he have a thing for Pink Garfield?
I think so.
John died.
John died.
You know, Garfield without Garfield, classic funny internet thing.
Yes, you know what Alan Resnick had in college, long before Garfield Without Garfield, had a Garfield comic that was always Garfield really excited about John coming home, but John never comes home, and he would do his little perverted drawings, and he would just always be talking about John in this like vaguely sexual way. It was really good, and I really liked it. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, that doesn't play with the mainstream though
So
as well.
I was a Heathcliff kid, though. I thought once I saw Heathcliff, I thought Heathcliff made Garfield look kind of like a wimp because Heathcliff would beat up dogs.
Really?
He was fucking tough as shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, let's just say who would have the woke mind virus? It ain't Heathcliff.
No, for sure. Heathcliff is definitely alt-right coded. But I was drawn to him because he made me feel safe, whereas Garfield kind of
Set you on at ease. I saw, but see, for me at Garfield, I was like, I understood Garfield, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah, like I really felt, this is my version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing. I really understood Garfield as like a young boy growing up in the mid-Atlantic. I saw when Garfield wanted lasagna and he wasn't allowed to have it, I felt that was much like my parents kept certain parts of the world for me to keep me safe. But
Yeah.
in reality, I could have used that lasagna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Garfield Dark era is when it becomes all about him and the spider. Do you remember when it was just like him and the spider for like 2 years? Or 3 years?
What's the spider?
It's just a fucking spider, dude.
Was Heathcliff always, yeah, because
makes
you look at
sense.
Heathcliff now and it's like the jokes don't make any fucking sense.
Really? I
Yeah.
remember it being fucking banging.
Robbie, I know what you're saying. My only sort of conception of Heathcliff is people talking about it and being like, it makes no sense and the joke is impenetrable to understand.
Yeah.
But maybe you were on some shit that we couldn't even dream of back then, Ben.
I mean, I just respected Heathcliff
Respect
for his
yourself.
ability to throw hands and not, no one would make him their bitch. And Garfield,
I'm gonna look up
Was
Heathcliff
not like
Heathcliff Swole. See what we got. Heathcliff Swole.
look at what the show has come to. We're Googling images that only Luke can see.
Well, I'm gonna show everyone.
Oh,
I'll show
cool.
you, and then I'm gonna hold it up to the camera. It's gonna be really blurry.
But did Garfield, I guess, but that's kind of like, that felt like abuse. Whereas Heathcliff, it was self-defense. Punching dogs is
What
practice.
does this mean?
Yes, I'm going to punch dogs. They're actual dogs. Meat Museum. He's on the board of trustees. I think that makes complete sense, dude.
What does
you
it
get all
mean?
swole like Heathcliff, and then you fucking work at the
All right,
Meat
all right.
Museum.
I'm gonna show you this Heathcliff comic. Let's see if you can see
Okay,
it.
I see the comics. I was thinking about the cartoon. The cartoon rocks.
It's Heathcliff walking down the stairs of some place called the Meat Museum, and then the person on the side is saying he's on the board of trustees.
Yeah. All right, if you want to see something good, Google Marmaduke.
What the fuck does that mean?
Google Marmaduke.
Uh-huh.
And maybe you have to add Ed Schrader. Ed Schrader from Baltimore used to make a little comic where he would just take Marmaduke comics and then make the
I'm have a huge hog.
thing. Well, no, he wouldn't make him have a huge hog. He would just make the quote sexualize the panel in it. It's extremely funny.
Remember Marmaduke by Edge. This is a post from Alan Resnick.
Yeah, you got to see the.
Oh wait! Oh!
Yeah.
This one.
I love having sex with you. Yeah.
Look, this is good.
The other ones are even better.
Cricket, don't worry, it's already gonna be the clip.
Yeah, Cricket got the clip. Cricket called in and literally fucking.
You got fucking owned, dude.
Out-clipped me. Fuck. I don't have any
If
stories.
you couldn't see, it's a
I
picture
do have
of
a million
Marmaduke
stories.
and his owner, and the caption is, "I love having sex with you." This is
Wait,
the Alan Resnick
There's
clip.
even a better one. No,
He did
Alan's
it
a cheap
again. He sucked my dick. Yes. All right, I'm gonna put these in the Discord. This is really funny.
You guys, you hear that? It's gonna be in the Discord.
This is gonna be
Join
in the Discord, guys. So you're gonna want to follow the Discord if
Like
you want to
and
see.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe if you want to see the Marmaduke. Yeah, Ben, if you want, I can make you more of the like focus of the clip. Like you could be the one listening instead.
And
of
I'm like,
me.
oh, well, let's record that then. I'll be like this. Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Oh, my God. Cricket. Oh, my God. That's so funny. I'm listening to your story as you're telling it, and I'm laughing. Kathy? That's crazy. Oh, my God. Wow. Is that good? We got it?
Yeah, let's get room tone though.
Okay, we send that to Tanner. Also, Tanner, if you could, see, I don't know if he's
Tanner
watching,
isn't here tonight.
but if Tanner could blur my feet in the clip, that
Yeah,
would
we
be
can
really,
blur your feet.
That
in
would
the
be
clip.
great.
We would not be showing feet in the clip. I don't want to get demonetized.
Oh, yeah.
You thought Luke
doesn't-
edited the
no.
vids.
Luke's-
Not so, honey. I'm outsourcing that.
You think Luke's gonna
You think
take
I'm doing
his
that
time
shit?
to
I'm
do
doing.
it?
I do the podcast, but Tanner edits the clips for me because I can't be bothered because I have so
That
much
makes
on
sense.
my plate.
That makes sense,
I have
dude.
so much on my plate.
I respect you. Luke is so tired. He wants to end the stream so bad.
It's not. This is such a. Truly, we had so much fun. I am really tired from how much fun I was having,
That's okay.
and I'm not kidding.
I had a lot of fun too.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, the first 10 minutes were like a slog, but then after that,
what
it
happened?
was
Do
like
you think?
during the first 10 minutes.
Or no?
Or,
What happened to change that?
I think our bussies just got real warm.
I know we really got warmed up,
Yeah.
and I feel like we put the whole bussy into it. Like I just don't think. I don't feel like we're gonna get into any more.
No, I think we
heights.
absolutely served cunt.
I
dude.
think we serve kind, and I think we've hit the peaks happen in this stream you
for
know?
sure, but sometimes like a little denouement, it's like a little kind of post-coital,
Yes.
kind of relaxing moment where we all.
We all serve cunt. When I get tired, I make myself burp, and it wakes me up.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever. Who said that?
I know that. Better Off Ted. I have to say, there's something about that there's something about the thought of that is stranger than almost everything we've talked about tonight.
It's almost the strangest thing I've ever heard, but almost kind of really smart too.
Right. It's like it's like innocuous how odd it is. You know.
Okay, Santi, I don't know what you're talking about. That's
So you
kinda rude.
burp to wake yourself up. Just the
No, I think
idea
that
of
kind of makes
it
incredible
makes
sense.
total sense, but the idea of watching someone do that is like very. There's like something visceral about it.
I have a tip. If you're driving and you start and you kind of are like, which is what happens to me, I'm like, which is insane because if you think about it, you are
Yes.
operating.
I always fall asleep when I
2-ton
drive.
vehicle at its unnatural
Yeah.
speeds, and you're like, time to take a nap.
I'm
Yeah, you're like,
tired.
well, this is
man.
boring.
Yeah.
Your whole family's in the fucking car. You know what I mean? You could kill them any second. You're just like falling asleep. Anyway, that happens to me. You can, a couple things. Eat pretzels really slowly. You can't be sleepy while you're eating. That's just something that I think. And then the other thing is
don't
play
think
some
that's
music
true.
and just sing along to the music really loudly. That's what I do. And then I stay loud.
One time when I was in high school, I fell asleep at a stoplight for 20 minutes, and no one came behind me. And then a car started coming behind me, and I woke up right as the lights hit me, and I was fine. Isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
Yeah,
You
it could have been
lost
so
time.
bad.
Yeah.
I woke up and I was like, "Oh my god, 20 minutes have passed."
Have you done a show about aliens yet?
No.
Can we do one next time I'm on?
Okay.
I really,
Remind me of that
I
because
want to talk to everyone about aliens.
I'm gonna tell. Yeah, it was scary. AJ, the trick is to take your shoes off. Usually, we all are already there. I had a friend who used to fall asleep at stoplights. Driving, that is a good point, Ben. Is it is strange that driving makes you so tired.
Yeah, because it's like,
and
it's
it's
such an
so
insane
scary.
thing. I knew someone in high school who, when they sang in the car, they would close their eyes and then
La, la, la,
they'd be
la.
like, "Ah, la, la," they would drive off.
Can
the
I
road.
ask? All right, we're gonna end on a naughty note because I was talking about this last night. Did you ever cranked off on a long drive by yourself?
Like while you're driving? I've only ever done it once when I was in high school because I think I was just like, well, I'll try this.
Yeah.
And it was really difficult, and I've never tried to do it again. I've fooled around in a car while driving many times with someone, but not alone.
When I would take this drive from
Not to
Oberlin
brag.
back to my, like when I drive from school and stuff in college, it was like a 6-hour drive by myself. So I would crank off like pretty much every single time
Just
I did
on
it.
the drive.
Yep, I had a thing of Chipotle napkins in my center console that I would use, not just for that, but for cleanup. And I would I'd do it every single time, and it was fine. The only dangerous part is I did always close my eyes at the end, and I was like, and then I would open my eyes and go, I gotta stop doing this. But it was like addicting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not dead just from something like that, honestly.
I've gotten pretty
that's the
close.
clip.
Now that's the clip. Yeah.
We have the clip.
That's how I've rubbed but never finished. Ugh, all right, this is. You know what? We're done. I don't want to hear. I don't want to see I've rubbed but never
You
finished.
did- you did.
I brought it up. I know.
All right, guys, we're going to rub one out as soon as we go off
I
the
know
air.
you're right. You're right. All right, Ben. We're basically out of time. What do you have anything to plug while I find someone to raid?
I don't plug anything. I don't plug stuff. I don't care. Don't donate to the PCRF, Palestinian Children Relief Fund. Subscribe to Luke. Yeah, I don't really care about my social media or the things I do. I don't know. Follow Stav. I don't know.